Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Ohio State Esports. Today, we have a Valorant match between Ohio State and Esports at Purdue. This is our Scarlet team, I believe, and it's going to be a pretty interesting match. Unfortunately, the newly released champion, ISO, will not be played today. Unlucky, but obviously we can't have like just a very recently released champion just tear up the entire place. But we are going to see a bunch of other agents.
There
Today,
are just a couple.
just a couple.
There's just
Right,
a couple
right.
in the game.
I'm Patrick, and this is my co-commentator.
I'm Carter. Hello.
Yeah. The match should start sometime soon. We'll see. But while we're here, let's talk a little bit about what we're expecting to see here. Now, obviously, the newly released map, Sunset, is in the map rotation. Cypher's pretty good. Harbor is always underrated, in my opinion.
I agree. I agree.
Raze recently did get nerfed, unluckily, because Raze was kind of taking a kind of mainstay in the meta, but, you know, Riot doesn't want too many stale metas, I suppose. Yeah. Any thoughts on recent stuff?
Yeah, I mean, Raze, Jet, as you're talking about, a lot of these duelists kind of, in a way, those duelists taking hits here if I could get words out of my mouth here. But Raze especially. But with kind of how you talk about stale, I mean, me personally, I kind of felt that that meta was getting stale. And for me, that means players are practiced on these agents. So while, you do see like Raze nerfs, I mean, I could see, say, someone playing it just because they're comfortable, they have the lineups ready, that kind of thing. And I am really interested too in Harbor. I have been pushing Harbor in my matches. If you want to win ranked games, play Harbor.
Well,
okay.
Harbor. Okay. Okay. Let's get this completely. Okay. I think Harbor's only good if you have another controller on the map. On your team.
That's true. That's
double
true.
controller, double initiator. Sorry, not double initiator. Double controllers obviously been very popular with the upsurge of just the most picked agent in the game, Viper. I think. Just ridiculous utility. I'll be very surprised if we don't see a Viper in these games.
Yeah, same.
The mostly I will say, very recent change. They recently changed it so that the Omen smokes, Brimstone smokes, and Asher smokes, I think, they have a little effect before they disappear. I really don't think that's caused anything. Have you noticed anything?
I have seen that, but I don't. I mean, there probably is something that does change, like, significantly.
Yeah.
But looking at it, I don't really know.
In my ranking, okay, take this from obviously not like an Ascendant, Immortal, Radiant player.
Well, yeah, of course, you're not Ascendant or Immortal, you're Radiant.
yeah, I am. Radiant player, I'm Radiant. I think, anyway, I think we have Lotus up first, I believe. Yeah.
Lotus first, okay.
Very, very fun map. Rush
Agreed.
A till the end of time.
Every single time. And I mean, I know, it's like clips on Twitch or whatever, but I love the door. Like, the door is goofy. There's always a goofy door
which
incident.
door, though?
Huh?
Which door?
I mean, all the doors. I mean, there's just
both of them.
Well, yeah, like at a door, there will be a goofy door incident. Someone's going to be on the other side with a shotgun. So a whole team's going to walk through, right? Like, there's always a goofy door incident, and I am all here for it.
If we see an Omen, there is the play of teleporting on top of the door as it rotates. Have you seen that?
I actually had it done to me when like Lotus first came out, and I was absolutely bewildered as what was happening to me. So yes, I am well aware of the Omen teleport.
I'm kind of excited to see this match. I believe last we were on Lotus from last week. Last week.
Okay.
We did not manage to get a stream last week because of technical issues in our broadcast room. However, if you were around to catch last week's stream, we did manage to play on Lotus, and we had some absolutely spectacular map control from OSU, and hopefully we'll see the same here against Purdue. Obviously, not biased. I don't have a preference for either team winning.
Never. Yeah.
I don't know. We have some pretty good players.
Yeah, we do. I've really enjoyed watching our Valorant matches. I mean, there has not been one that I'm sitting here like, it was a waste of my time. Never. I love these Valorant matches. I'm never an angry viewer, all right? It is a great time. And facing off against Purdue, while we do face Purdue Esports a lot, for Valorant, there's not like this big, long record like there is. So I'm really interested in this match, just how it's going to kind of build that record. This is going to be a foundational match for the future when we face Purdue. Like, this is what teams are going to be looking at. And I'm just really excited to get this started here as we hop on the map Lotus, just reiterating Lotus. It's a fun one. It's a favorite of mine. So
yeah. Any hopes for our upcoming? Because me personally, I know Reyna is like never picked in pro play, but in collegiate levels, there is always a chance someone's going to pick Reyna and just stomp over the entire lobby. I am so looking forward to the potential of it happening. If it does happen, I'll be excited, but if it doesn't happen, we'll probably still see some funny agent picks.
Yeah. I mean, always. And you brought up earlier Cypher. I love Cypher. He was my first main. As soon as I got in the beta, I was like, this guy's cool. He's got cameras,
He's got a sick hat.
Yeah. I mean, and he has the hat. I mean, he's so cool. So excited to see maybe some Cypher play out here. Definitely. One of the also newer agents, Deadlock, not really in the meta at all. Probably not going to see it tonight.
I think 0%. Was it a 0% pick rate at The recent tournament. Oh dear.
Yeah, 0%. But Annihilation is funny.
Annihilation is so
So,
funny, man. Getting wrapped in that cocoon, you feel so helpless. But these people, these like collegiate level professionals, they should know what's going on. All right, moving into agent select. Looks like our team has elected to whip out the Killjoy. Killjoy, obviously very strong.
definitely.
Definitely an A site holder, very strong. Not
Sky, Neon, kind of very interesting pick going for that Viper, as we said, almost a dead certain there. I really like the Killjoy. I mean, since she's been out, I think she's been a very strong agent. Just in basically every meta seems to have a place for Killjoy, mostly here. As it looks like from Purdue going for the Chamber and the Rays after the nerfs, I said a lot of players are just comfortable on it. We saw that with Chamber 2 after the nerfs. I mean, here he's back again. Looks like Omen Lock here also coming in, as we have the Breach as well. Skies for both teams. And it looks like Grifty has not selected, but is hovering the Omen.
this does look like a very common team comp for Ohio State for Lotus. We saw this last time they played here. Des on the Neon is kind of surprising for a lot of people, but I have seen Des do some horrendous things to the enemy team. I would not be surprised if this guy ends up top fragging at the end of the game. Tinguini, Sky, always solid, and of course, Grifty. I want to see him pull out a judge today. Maybe not on this map.
Judge Gaming, a little Judge Gaming on this map.
Yeah, he got an ace a couple weeks ago by
I
playing
did
judge.
see that.
So I hope that happens again. Let's see.
Yeah, as we hop on here, it looks like Ohio State. I mean, it is a little bit early here, but Ohio State kind of looking like they might want to stack. All on one site here is sending the Viper off to the right there. As it looks like Purdue definitely putting more pressure on that A site. I mean, it is Lotus. You go A. Purdue definitely anticipating that. Does have Omen and kind of that rotation corridor over to B if things do get wacky here. Chamber with the solo hold on C. But it looks like Ohio State kind of looking the rush Chamber there. We'll look to see if he can get any picks off, 1 or 2, before he's able to get in. As the flashes come out, Des, as you said, is going to walk up here.
Purdue's trying to get some really aggressive space on A site, and I think OSU is just kind of, Chamber knows. Wasted a very expensive bullet there trying to pick one off. Has 3 left. Flashes in. Chamber is forced to TP out. That's looking for a little pick here. A little Omen smoke prevents the play here. Neon rushes in, gets right-clicked by Kame. Tinguini finds 1. Checks flank. Purdue also finds 1. And this looks to be a very scary position for K-Cool. Dodges the flash. Dodges the breach stun. Wow, what a counter flank.
Yeah, I mean, great job there by Ohio State, responding to what's happening on the map. I mean, you lose Des there, but in a way you gain that information, and that is the ultimate job of the duelist, to go in and gain that information, and Ohio State using it very well. Able here to get big site presence on the A. Purdue on the back foot here.
K-Cool? Oh, no. Okay. They chose to go through route there, trying to avoid Spaghetti, and I guess Spaghetti was just caught unawares. Akame looking very kind of hopeless. This is going to be a very hard take for him, especially since, 2 in route should just be enough to win the game. And then you have a Viper just watching that rotation corridor. Looks like a double hold, one way. Tinguini finds it. Well played to Ohio State.
Yeah, extremely well played there. And, I mean, Ohio State did it very textbook, extremely textbook. I mean, like I said, you have Des on that duelist, goes down, but you gain the information, you do the counter rotation, you get the picks. I mean, that is just perfect. That is textbook coached Valorant right there, and amazingly well done by them.
We got bars. All right. Looks like it's another aggressive A push from Purdue here. It's the same exact positioning as last round, and Ohio State is also adopting the same exact positioning. Sky Flash onto Mound.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Looks like Purdue's going to choose to kind of back off, though. Des does pick off Honcho. This is going to lead to a little push onto site. They are a little scared of potential people on site, but it looks like that sphere was unfounded. Sky plant's open. Kame is pushing up, trying to get some pressure down with his classic. Waterfall is being pushed from 3 of Purdue's. Des does manage to miss his shots. Oh no.
Aries in the hallway.
Now that is a gun we haven't seen in a while.
Is gonna find 3 there, but I mean, for those who play tactical shooters, you probably already understand this, but for those maybe unfamiliar, winning that first round, having that kind of credits advantage, giving Ohio State better guns for that round, and that definitely played a huge difference, letting them win, letting them kind of continue this win streak on. And now the cadence is kind of on Purdue to find a way to shut this down, shut down this hot streak. And it looks like they're looking to do that here, as they are mostly going for full buys.
They're forcing a little bit. Spaghetti's lost with his light shields, but it shouldn't matter too much, especially if Ohio State is bonusing. But that does put the pressure on Purdue to win this round. Otherwise, they might just lose the entire half.
Definitely here, putting a lot on the line for this round, but deciding that this is the point where they are going to stand here, as it looks like Akame looking for possibly an aggressive flank here, but that Killjoy turret will spot them out. As
Viper spray. K-Kill is really just busting out some inventive strats today. I'm not gonna say like he's done this before, but we have a Viper lineup.
I mean, the point of Viper is to make space. What makes space more than an Ares or an Odin?
I suppose so. Spaghetti
Oh.
picks Killjoy. That's not very good. All right, looks like an aggressive push. Akame finds 2. Des trapped. Does manage to find 1. If Des finds another, this could be potentially a winnable round for Ohio State. Chooses to play it more safe, though. Grifty is trying to find more space onto B site. Does manage to, or Cryptic does manage to secure that kill there, and Des is left alone. Fortunately, does not manage to find a potentially very sick 1-tap, and loses the round.
Yeah, and Purdue definitely needed to win that round, and I mean, they did. And I would argue once again that they kind of used their superior guns to an advantage. Really well done there, kind of forcing Ohio State choosing to go to B site, but really good way of kind of for Purdue to kind of line up and play around that B site defensively. They held really good angles. They played it pretty well here. I'm trying to find ways to talk about the angles there. It's been really like
They're set
textbook.
up really well.
Yeah, it's been really slow textbook Valorant, which is it just shows that both these teams are prepared.
Textbook Valorant, we have a little bum rush going on from Ohio State. Honcho finds Tinguini, and now they're out flashes. Honcho finds another. Now they don't have smokes. Can Des find them through the smoke?
Huge props to Honcho there. I mean, finding 2 picks early like that is massive, and holding an angle and just really using this chamber well.
This is the craziest angle I've ever seen. Okay, it doesn't even matter.
1 enemy remaining.
Man, Killjoy is a sentinel, but I don't think he's gonna be able to.
Close,
Dang.
close.
That's very heartbreaking. I just had no way of winning that.
Yeah, stuck in a very precarious situation there.
A rock in a hard place.
A rock in a hard place.
Except the rock is Sky, Chamber, and the hard place is Raze. Never mind. All right, looks like we have another A push from Ohio State here. Their defaults have been kind of failing them, but their last push didn't work too well either. Hopefully A site being just such a good map for like bum rushing will be able to help, but Purdue is also looking to get we might see a bloodbath.
Yeah, definitely here, as you called here, kind of the bum rush towards A site, but OSU getting a little stifled maybe here, realizing Purdue is Des looking for the angle.
No. Grifty. Okay, they're down 3. Wow. Okay. Well, Killjoy does not have.
Rough round.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the risk you take with doing that strat, right? With all running A,
Yeah.
that is the risk you take, especially when you're kind of down buys there. I mean, it was a super risky play from Ohio
No,
State. It
they're
could have
not
worked
trying
out.
it again, man.
I, you know, we have to believe. We have to believe. You know, you
Okay.
have to believe.
Usually, how these rounds go for Ohio State is they do leave A site and they let the enemy team take control of the kind of bricks area.
Hmm.
But I don't know. Trying the same thing twice does seem kind of sketchy. Oh, Akame should. Oh, Akame kills him. All right. Well, they are gathering space. Sky does manage to take quite a chunk of health. Killjoy looking to get some space on B side as well. Spaghetti's looking kind of in a dangerous spot here.
Yeah,
Remember-
that showstopper there. Not quite what Purdue wanted, but did get them one in return, so it is back up even here, as Dust was the one taken down. But Ohio State playing very slow once again. And as you said, kind of, I mean, they aren't really letting the opponent retake, but Ohio State really slowing down their kind of play here, as it looks like Eyes.
Remember, Ohio State may be in a very aggressive position right now, but they still have to go back for the spike. And Chamber may just spot the spike. No, Chamber's deciding to be very patient here. We do have spike. We do have B site.
Yeah, B-side control here, Purdue giving it up. Is going to throw some smokes down, maybe looking for kind of an aggressive play alone. Just going to find
Spaghetti
one.
finds Omen diff. Chamber is choosing to relinquish that potential of a flank for a stronger push from the top side of the map. That should stop any attempt at retaking. Although they could just kill Keiko. Yeah, well, commentator's curse, I suppose.
Yes, kind of a caster curse there, but it looks like Sky will be detained here, but Ohio State not really going to be able to move up on it here as full side control is on Purdue's side.
Oh, this round is... Well, Eyes does manage to find Cryptic. We are picking up kills.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely doing stuff on the map here. It's just, I'm trying to think of how exactly to explain this here. The kind of rush strategy that we're going for, even though that time it did kind of work out, it
They're
seems
inting.
like Purdue is enjoying the results of that initial rush, right? Like how everything shakes out, Purdue seems more
Right.
comfortable in that situation, and they're taking advantage of where they are really well. And so while Ohio State might have been practiced on the strat and they might like doing it, it seems like Purdue is definitely more comfortable in that situation than Ohio State is.
Ohio State definitely seems to be getting a little bit desperate and just kind of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. Potentially large flick from Des there. Akame does manage to pick him up. Cryptic picks up another. They are now stuck with Viper smokes. Tinguini backing off. He knows it's too hot. They do manage to get one pick on B site, and this should open up the site for them. Tinguini choosing not to push, however. He knows that that rotation corridor might be a little bit too spicy for him. Oh,
Opts for the door.
in a very lucky coincidence, Chamber did actually walk out of mound, and Tinguini does manage to find his way onto site for free. Planting safe. Poncho picks up one with the operator. The operator is obviously not very strong for retaking, but when you got 4 guns and the other team only has 2 sheriffs, or I guess Killjoy doesn't have a sheriff, but it's going to be a very tough game for them.
Yeah, it looks like KJ looking for kind of a flank here.
Finds one! Oh. Okay, Akame is looking like by and far the best player in the room. They have, I think, they got like 2 there. They've got multiple
They got
3Ks within the past couple rounds. I wouldn't be surprised if, goodness, Akame is probably one of the most high impact players in the game right now.
Yeah, Definitely. I mean, on this Raze, I mean, we did talk about the Raze nerfs, but the Raze is a very good agent for a high impact player to be on. The high mobility, the duelist mentality, kind of.
I was talking about how I wanted to see a very flashy duelist, and here we go.
Yeah, I mean, Purdue here is providing with Akame as set up once again. Oh, Ohio State possibly looking for the same play, but actually opting a little bit slow here, looking for Purdue to come into them, trying to change things up. But, I mean, Purdue just looks so comfortable in this defense position, holding the same angles they have been.
Yeah, Ohio State's just really desperate to punish this aggressive play that they're doing because Akame has just been blast packing. Man, this guy's got some crazy aim, man.
Yeah, rough timing there for Des.
Okay, cool. Does pick up one. Let's see if he can pick up another. Playing safe though, playing team. I like that. Akame is dead. They did trade duelist for duelist, but Grifty is looking to sneak into the door. All right, nice. Eyes is going to be playing flank here. This could potentially be a very nice site take.
Yeah, Ohio State's setting up, but Purdue is closing in quickly here.
Tinguini and caught out. NMSRLM hitting some crazy flicks back and forth. K-Cool does manage to pick up two. K-Cool is definitely going to be the MVP for this game. He's going to have a hard time peeking that off though. And Grifty's forced to... Yo!
Yo is the appropriate response.
Did he shoot him through the smoke off of a footstep? Is that what happened?
I think that is exactly what occurred.
Oh my
goodness. That was spectacular. Really, really well done there, as it looks like there will be a timeout.
If I ever have hearing loss, I want hearing aids made out of that guy's headphones. That was ridiculous. Oh my lord.
That was definitely something spectacular. But, I mean, once again here, I mean, Ohio State, they didn't necessarily play aggressive, but on that site, especially when NMSRLM kind of got those picks, it looks like they were just kind of panic rushing him in a way. But Purdue stayed very calm, even when they had kind of a player disadvantage. And just, I know I keep saying it over and over again, but it just blows my mind how comfortable Purdue looks in these situations where, I mean, I know for me, and having casted other Valorant matches, a lot of teams will, which is natural, you know, panic or kind of rush. But
I mean, look at the kill difference here. K-Cool is sitting at 11 kills, and the rest of the team is sitting at an even 3. Like, this is a very necessary timeout for Ohio State to even get like the rest of the team to even like slightly to that mental level that K-Cool is at right now. Obviously, Des is struggling as a duelist, and that could be causing his, you know, mental to be kind of shook. But
yeah,
these are competitors. They can pull it back. They just have to have a little moment to reset, and hopefully that's what that little timeout did.
Yeah, Ohio State maybe looking for a C-rush here.
That's an operator, guys. That is an operator and a one-way. Pushing that would be a fool's errand, but they are kind of sticking around. I think they're hoping that Purdue doesn't realize what they're doing. Oh, Honcho's dead here. Yeah, nice. Okay, Des does pick up the op, and hopefully this should result in Des becoming that star duelist I know he is. Oh, that's a duelist with an op.
That is a duelist with an op here. As Purdue now, looking the retake here, haven't really been in the situation where it's kind of the 5 versus 4 and they're stuck, kind of really back off site here. Ohio State taking really good positions on here, do have the operator in their arsenal as they're going to push through the smoke.
All right, looks like we're pushing on the site. Akame is stunned. Grifty does manage to find a headshot. Pushing on the site now. Breach does flash, hoping to find the 3 picks in back site. Walks into the Killjoy mollies, but Spaghetti does manage to pick off the one sitting in stairs, and now Cryptic does not get mollied off. They missed. Oh, lordy. That had to be a bug, right? Oh, Eyes, please save that up. Please save that up. Oh my goodness.
I won't use the term unlucky there for Ohio State for that round, but
Oh.
as it looks like Purdue here is going to take a timeout real quick. But, I mean, Ohio State played that round pretty well right up until the end. I mean, I don't know what happened
No, they
there.
played it even well into the end. It's just that that poor Viper Molly just, I don't know, they had a bad day and decided not to go some riot code.
Yeah, some spaghetti code
Some
nonsense.
spaghetti code. Obviously not Ohio State's fault. They would have won if the game was coded better. And also, they were just kind of, standing. They diffused in a pretty good spot where that Molly wouldn't quite get. It's just kind of unfortunate.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, yeah, I mean, Cryptic sitting on the ledge there so the Molly doesn't, come over and avoiding it. I mean, very well played from Purdue. And I mean, those are the clutch rounds that Ohio State really need to win. But Purdue shutting them down from that gives them a huge advantage. And there is the reset of swapping sides.
Yeah.
But when you're down like this much, it is very, very hard to come back. Of course, it's doable. It's been done many a time. But Ohio State here, kind of in the mode where it is a mode of desperation that can backfire, but they just need some points on the board here.
I mean, Des definitely I've seen Des pull these back. Oh, goodness me, there's another op. It's just never ending, man.
Yeah, they just keep finding them, Just operator after operator here. But Hancho is going to play this angle.
Akame finds it. K-Cool? No. All right, Ohio State just lost one of their best players for this game right now. Hopefully the rest of the team can bring it back. Hancho deciding not to peek into a Sky who could potentially flash him on all sides of mound. And Ohio State deciding to respect his decision and kind of backing off.
Yeah, very slow, calculated play here from Ohio State. I mean, losing one member like that and your top frag definitely going to kind of give you a shake and make you play more defensive, more calculated, looking for these plays here.
Eyes looking in the eyes of death here. Deciding to peek into Rays is so dangerous. Well, all right. Now they are down 2. Unfortunately, Omen looks like they're only.
Oh.
Okay, Grifty does manage to find Hancho. The op is down. They have a chance of pushing onto site if they land some miracle shots, but they might just choose to save their guns.
10 seconds left.
Tinguini does find Akame, but their economy is so good, I don't think they really have to worry about losing their guns. But Ohio State does not have that luxury. They just kind of have to save.
Yeah, I mean, Ohio State opting to save here. You have a couple more rounds in the set.
Lordy me, man.
As Tinguini is going to be taken down. I mean, at least Omen got the save off. It's something you'll take with you to the next round here, as Ohio State only has 2 more rounds on the attackers' side to try and get some points on the board here. And really, their options are just very limited. I mean, you're down 8-2. You're just looking for something here. You are down by a little bit.
Shields. Tinguini. He can't hear me, but this guy has to buy. There. Oh, no. Okay, so late shield doesn't matter. He gets headshot anyway. Spaghetti finds 2, does not manage to TP out. Thankfully, Grifty finds the trade. Honestly, this is not looking too bad for Ohio State. It is 3 versus 3, and they do have a lot of. They have smokes on their team. A lot of space control here. They should just be able to take the space very convincingly. K-Cool looking to solo fight Sky here. Oh, Grifty does manage to find the trade. And Grifty was looking to rotate. Akame hard pushing eyes managed to find the kill. Doesn't even need a headshot. Hopefully Molly's off site. Cryptic looking to solo fight. K-Cool does manage to find the pick. And Grifty manages to find Akame. Very nice.
Yeah, very good round from Ohio State. The crazy shots there at the start of the round for Spaghetti definitely shocked them.
Insane.
That was absolutely insane. But Ohio State able to come back from that. Really good positioning around the site. Really kind of like assessing where Purdue is coming in and responding accordingly. And I really liked, it's a very simple thing, but just watching it happen on your screen with how Sky was being pushed, where you had one member who was aggressive to bait out the flash and another who swings in response. I mean, it's just extremely clean. You love to see plays like that here, as K Cool is going to be breached back.
I don't really like this K Cool playing this solo angle because Ohio State really needs to be trading as well as they can because they have been kind of losing these aim duels. But I don't know. This is Akame versus K Cool, and K Cool has been playing out of his mind. Alright, Spaghetti caught in a bad spot. Does manage to find Sky. Does not manage to spray transfer. Honcho does manage to find Des on the other side there. Does not have the op this time, but it looks like he doesn't really need it. He just... Honcho's just kind of their star fragger right now. Locking down the site as the chamber should. Walking into the smoke. Grifty might be able to see his gun if Honcho does decide to walk in. But Honcho's just decided to, you know, play safe. See if they decide to get greedy and push out. Aftershock. Grifty TP's out. Now they're in a significantly more disadvantage. Honcho does find Omen. Looks like we're looking at a 9-3 curse.
Yeah, Ohio State having a really rough time here on the attack. And, I mean, that was a great pit that Viper put on. I mean, it's the last round. That's what you have to do. Extremely unfortunate that K-Cool does go down first and the pit goes away. Ohio State definitely could have played around that and definitely could have gotten a win there. Very unfortunate that that was the first person to go down here. But Ohio State is on the defense now. They could be telling themselves, Lotus, you know, super defender, heavy map guys, we got this.
I know, that's what I'd be telling my team.
Yeah, here, Ohio State on the defense, really looking to come back. I mean, it is a fresh start. It is rough. To be down 9-3, you're definitely on the back foot here.
And you know what? I'd much rather be down 9-3 than 8-4. As crazy as that sounds.
Really, really.
It's that, you know, do you believe in superstition?
True. I mean, true.
Because I'm believing in superstition right now, dude.
If it gives you the mental edge, I will definitely take it. You know, if the whole team's like, guys, we got to win here. As flash for flash.
Oh, a very aggressive OSU here. Finds 2. 2 for 2. 2 for 3. Tinguini does manage to find another. Tinguini looking to clean up here, hopefully. Yo! Okay. All right, let's go, Tinguini.
Those are the shots we love to see, and really good use of the flash there. I mean, both Purdue players were blind for that whole entire time. They have no idea what happened there. Really, really well done by Tinguini. And Ohio State taking that first crucial pistol round. They did take the pistol round there on attack and did end up having a 9-3 scenario. But you have to win the first one to win all the ones after.
Right.
So Ohio State on the up and up here. Definitely mental positive.
Winning the pistol round was the easy part. Completely honest, they need to find some way to turn this into a huge snowball, and we can kind of see Purdue matching their buy. They don't really want this ball to get out of control here. Honcho looking to potentially get an easy pick from A site.
Yeah, Purdue has the money to do, definitely has the rounds to do this, kind of be over aggressive, maybe give away one if it goes bad here.
And they are playing really close together. Notice how they're all just kind of clumped together. That way they can really trade for each other. K-Cool with the Ares, as we've seen before. Very good eco gun for K-Cool in particular. Not for anyone else, I assume.
Finds one through the flash.
No! Oh, so close. Ohio State swarming site now gets picked off. Honcho might be able to find another one. They are kind of just playing 1v1s. Des looking to frag out Honcho. Gives the kill to Tinguini, I suppose. Tinguini needs it.
Hey, 9-3 curse coming to fruition here. Ohio State up 2 rounds. And as cool as it was to see some of those crazy Marshall shots, definitely not the best to be alone in that situation with. But as you talked about kind of these 1v1 scenarios, it looked like in those earlier rounds when Ohio State was on attack, they were losing those 1v1s, Purdue coming out on top. But now, after the swap, it looks like the complete opposite. Ohio State has been consistently winning. And props to K-Cool there for the Ares gunplay.
Oh,
amazingly well done through the flash, that early pick. Exactly what you're looking to do here on that Viper with the Ares, Viper Ares, the strat.
I mean, we're gonna see it again. Oh, this game. Oh, he was looking to spray through the door, but did not find anyone. Akame The A site is Akame's. Akame's been playing very well on this site. Keiko does have to back off. Take over.
Aries nonsense here. Going wild. K-Cool getting a lot down as it looks like.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, Akame looking for a pick Sky. Healing up the team here.
All right. Akame nading Des. Is Des? Okay. I guess the nade did not land in the proper spot, and Des does manage to escape unscathed. Okay, cool. Spraying down from heaven. Cryptic does manage to find K-Cool and are holding onto site for dear life, but unfortunately I don't think Spaghetti's going to be able to Omen diff. Omen diff. The better pasta won that gunfight. Versus Spaghetti.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I got it. I got
Okay,
it.
I was just making.
Yep.
Anyway,
Okay.
so Ohio State is choosing to play very interesting. Are they not? Do they not like A-site? Oh, I think they're trying to hard read a C-site push, but it looks like Purdue is not giving it the same kind of thought. Ohio State might suffer here. Akame has just been blinded by their Sky a lot, I feel. Not sure what's going on there. Could be a miscommunication.
Yeah, and I mean, K-Cool doing a great job solo holding A-side so far. Maybe they're just handing the whole job off here with the Odin spraying through.
Remember, Purdue has left their spike in base. They are still going to have to go back and grab it. But they are sitting in a very nice position here to kind of push on to A-site. Okay, cool. You have spent a little bit too much time in practice mode, man.
I mean, practice makes perfect here. Picking up some crucial picks for the round.
Oh. No. Oh. Stinger supremacy. And now Akame has the Odin. Oh, no, this is frightening. Grifty playing to make sure that his head isn't revealed. Akame finds one. Akame might just stick with the Odin for the rest of the game. I think Akame might be recognizing how overpowered this gun is, especially on this map. Gets flashed fully, but is unable to push because Des did flash their stun their entrance. Akame running out of ammo. I think when he finds one, the better Spaghetti, the better Pasta won that gunfight as well, I suppose. Man.
Yeah, Ohio State, I mean, pushing that corner kind of aggressively there are both going to be taken down in the end, and that gives one round to Purdue. And as both Purdue and Ohio State, those Purdue rounds mean more than the Ohio State rounds. I mean, Purdue closer to winning this map here, so Ohio State really has to be careful giving these rounds over, as it does not look like Akame is going to stick with the Odin as much as I would have also loved to see it.
Dang.
Going to go ahead and get rid of that and opt for the other option here. But, I mean, you were kind of talking about that kind of miscommunication, Akame getting flashed by Sky. Kind of seeing that more from Purdue, the calm, cool, and collected team falling apart. Here's a huge rush.
All right. Des does manage to back off into relative safety here. Obviously, the Viper Wall does just kind of make it so Purdue has to take a breather, and it gives Ohio State more time to think about what they really want to do. Pushing into root here, trying to find a pick off of Des and or Tinguini. Pushing onto site, Tinguini does manage to find Akame pushing out the smoke. Cryptic's mouse
Down A.
might have disconnected there. That looked really unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely here's Ohio State. Very, very in the lead here with a 2-agent advantage, a lot of positional advantage. They have the spike. It's going to be very rough for Purdue to try and win this round here. Looks like they might just
are
save.
crouching on the spike to assert dominance, I suppose.
I mean, you have to let them know. You have to let them know.
Oh, yeah, if Purdue walks in there, they will never, to be fair, they will never expect two of your enemies to just be sitting on the spike. That's definitely pretty scary. Viper, Keiko here, looking to get sprayed by three of them. Really nice team play from... Oh, they're standing on it to prevent Omen from getting it. Did he grab it? They did not. All right. Well, looks like a save round from Purdue. Or they're going for Killjoy, it seems.
10 seconds
Or
left.
Killjoy might get one here? Yes, Killjoy gets two! That's massive. This is now I don't want to say it. I don't want to say anything about.
Don't cast or curse it. Don't cast.
Alright,
There's too much
alright.
superstition
Yeah,
happening
you're
right
right,
now.
you're
There's too
right,
many
you're right.
forces at play. We're not going to affect it. We're going to let it be here. But Ohio State coming in clutch, winning that round. And, you know, we kind of talked with them standing on the spike there. They did end up finding Omen and preventing him from teleporting. I mean, that just ends the round at that point, essentially. And great job there by Killjoy to find the 2 on the exit. Really great angle to hold when Purdue's going for a save round, especially since Purdue saved kind of aggressively. I mean, they were looking for picks as they were saving, as weird as that sounds, and Ohio State punishing them for that.
I think Purdue pinged a path through that little rotation, that little breakable hallway there, but Akame just being caught out, unable to escape back to his side of the map and getting kind of destroyed for it. Now Purdue, for Purdue, Akame's entrance with the blast packs has been super impactful for
Definitely.
securing site, and losing that could result in a very hard to execute position for them. Okay, cool. Shoulder peeking here. Does find Spaghetti there.
Oh,
Sky being forced to push it out of smoke because of the molly. And now they're kind of stuck. Omen and Chamber don't really have the best pushing power. I guess they have Paranoia, but there's no way they're going to be able to make any meaningful, strong push onto site. Honcho does actually manage to find eyes. This could be huge.
yeah, Purdue kind of exploding onto the C site.
They are just giving them 1v1s.
Last player standing.
That does manage to find a very good flank, and this could... Honcho's going to have to fight 2 very scary 1v1s. And K-Cool is just kind of not really engaging, but just reminding that I'm here, and you have to fight me eventually. Honcho, I think, debating on whether or not to go for Neon or not. He's running out of time. He just kind of has to go for sight.
10 seconds
Okay,
left.
cool. Choosing to go for Waterfall to catch him unawares. Does manage to get the plan off. Oh, Honcho's nerves got to him, unfortunately, there. Does manage to miss the tracking. Better for us, though.
Yeah, Ohio State picking up a big win that round. They are going to go ahead and give the ulti point over to Des here, as stacking up that Neon for a huge play. Viper already had the pit up. And Purdue there, they almost brought that round back, but, you know, just being down, that was really agent advantage there,
Yeah.
being down those agents, being in that scenario as you talked about, having the force 2 1v1s, not able to. Ohio State did go with the pincer there. Very, very well done. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Very nice. Looks like we're going to be another A push from Purdue here. And Ohio State is looking to match the push. As usual, A site is always just a bloodbath. Paranoia comes in, gets all 3. There goes all hopes they had of securing any form of space there. Looks like Ohio State isn't choosing to hold on to their space super aggressively, though.
Yeah, Ohio State definitely giving up some ground here.
Interesting decision. Looking to potentially push onto B. I mean, look at this space control here. Purdue is just suffocated into their own site. They can't really do anything. Looks like they don't have the same confidence they had earlier, where Akame was just, rolling in, just hitting some free headshots for free. Grifty does have to escape there. They do commit quite a bit of utility just trying to get that little bit of space control. And now they're all cramped in. This could be an explosive push from Purdue here. Cryptic does manage to find Des. Grifty finds the trade. Pushing on the site. Grifty is still here. Grifty dies, and now they have a pretty secure site hold where Killjoy, Sky, Viper are looking to get in. Eyes does manage to find a Kame that could potentially be big. That's their top frag. Or that was their top frag. Honcho and Sky holding a little bit of a cross.
1 enemy remaining.
All Eyes has to do is kill Spaghetti here. Oh no. Alright, go for that knife, brother. Alright.
Hey.
That works too, I guess.
I mean, you win the round in the end. It doesn't matter how you get there. What I really wanted to jump on, I mean, Ohio State 10-9 almost bringing it back. I
Yeah.
mean, that's up to jump on too. But I really wanted to focus on was your comment about Akame. In that attacker's round. Akame on attack
Yeah.
is completely different than Akame on defense. I mean, looks like two completely different players here. Akame now having a negative KDA.
I don't think Akame's managed to get like, I think maybe 1 or 2 kills in this entire half. It's
Yeah.
very good for Ohio State, and other Ohio State players, signs of life. Des has been really just showing how good of a duelist he is on defense. Surprisingly, I mean, I guess they're always going to be pushing A site, so having a duelist and a duelist brain will definitely help you there. Grifty looking to support A site push here. All right. Sky is looking very strong right now. Grifty faking a teleport. Finds one. Very well played there. And Killjoy does try to sneak into the corner there to try to get some space before they get onto site. Maybe get a sneaky little pick and prevent their hold from becoming too strong. Keiko sneaking in with Node. Eyes finding 2. Oh, he is on fire. Oh, not hot enough, I suppose.
Ohio State almost brought that round back. Very rough start there, losing to at the beginning. Purdue showing signs of life right there. It's 11-9. This is definitely getting very, very close here. Ohio State definitely getting scared now. Only 2 rounds away here. Yeah, as both teams setting up, it's 11-9. If I'm Purdue, I didn't expect to be in this situation.
Yeah.
I expected a 9-3 to be quick and easy. I'm kind of worried right now. I'm stressed, and I'm definitely. You're not looking for those cheap rounds yet, but you're definitely starting to get there.
And I mean, Purdue's going to have to play so many more matches. Sorry, at least another map after this. This one's taking super long, and they really don't want Ohio State to start getting hold of their strategy as they have done right now. Akame, Eyes does manage to find Honcho. Looks like Honcho hasn't really been able to get his high impact. Grifty does have the judge. Grifty loses the judge. Spaghetti does find Grifty, and they are now at a secure site hold. Not as secure as I would have liked, but Dude does have a nice site hold. Sky finds K-Cool, and now Des is stuck in a very precarious position. Tinguini hoping to find another pick here. They are only using Sheriff, so it's not the biggest loss if they do. Alright, they do commit a breach ult, and that should be all she wrote. Kami does manage to find 3.
Yeah, Akame right back at it, just like they once were there. And Ohio State, you are upset on that round. It is definitely
Yeah.
12 now. But you got a lot out of Purdue that round. I mean, Purdue only having 1 ultimate remaining here on the Omen. Not really the kind of big game changer. Showstopper is almost up here. But, I mean, those aren't those big game changers. You got so much out from Purdue last round. And I think Ohio State feels really confident that they could definitely bring this one back, tie it up, and take it to OT here. As going for buys once again, Grifty with the judge.
Ohio State just has way better ult economy here, with 2 ults and another 2 ults upcoming. And that should just be able to help them force at least this round out, because they really do need this specific round. Spaghetti finds 1, Grifty finds a trade, and they do find another trade. Just chunking players here, and looks like Ohio State does end up having both Viper and Killjoy left, which does make their site or their defense considerably stronger. But Purdue does have double initiator still, and they do still have an Omen. This could be pretty bad for Ohio State.
And that Omen does have ultimate, a lot of ability to get across the map. Definitely here.
Hey, you did say it was a potentially not a super high impact ult. We might see that ult.
I take back what I said here. You know, I mean, in this specific situation, it could
Yeah.
definitely be incredibly high impact. But it looks like Cryptic is going to go for the
That's
plant.
find
here.
what a flick! All right, now Spaghetti looking to get a trade here. Eyes managing to find. All right, nice. They didn't have to spend too much there to get that retake, and you know, just very clean.
Yeah, not spending much, and what a flick.
What-
It
yeah, what
perfectly
a flick,
defined
yeah.
that chain of events there as Des. I mean, doing what needed to be done in the moment does
Right.
does find the pick, allows Ohio State to play on that site. And while you did use KJ Ultimate there, I mean,
It was
You-
worth
you-
it. I mean, look at how many ults
you need
you
a
have
round,
up,
right?
dude.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
Ohio State,
Both
very
teams
comfortable.
have really been playing with smokes, like aggressive. you know, NSL Purdue Sky just standing in front of the smoke, challenging Ohio State to peek out, and you know, Des just deciding, you know, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna kill you. Like absolutely, just very aggressive teams here.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
definitely extremely aggressive teams. Is Viper is gonna put the pit down here. Okay, cool.
All right, Purdue is looking kind of. They're debating on whether or not they should go A or not, because they're. I mean, Ohio State could be all over A site for all they know. They don't really know, but it looks. Yeah. All right, they are choosing to move towards more of an A push here. Only Omen's on site. Grifty could find it difficult to keep this site all by himself.
Yeah, Purdue playing with very little information here, but trying to get a little bit out of Ohio State. Going back to the good old A push that they did in the beginning of this half here, but it looks like they are sending off a bit of a splinter towards B, looking for either a pincer move or just to push two sites at once here. So the Viper wall is going to come up, gain a lot of space.
Ohio State definitely knows they're here now. They are very close to the wall. Both teams sent smokes, and
30
looks
seconds
like
left.
that little B push from Purdue could be stopped. Breach does look like he's going for a flash here. B site take here, and Eyes is kind of stuck. Akame misses the ult, goes very wide. And Des looking to pick 1, 2. Des could pick up a 3. I believe in Des. Only, alright. Only one left. Okay, cool. Deciding to just spray him down in the most disrespectful manner I've ever seen. Yeah. All right. Ohio State is back. We are
Yeah.
so back.
We're back on it there. K-Cool and Des, huge props for how they played that end of the round there. With the kind of crossfire that they created, impossible for Purdue to play around the spike there. Very well done by those two. And Des, we've been talking,
Yeah.
climbing the leaderboard. Even positive KDA now, even
yeah,
KD right
positive
now.
KDA now.
Yeah. Climbing up here, and I mean, K-Cool sticking on the Odin.
I love it.
I love it.
There's no way you can't love this pick from K Cool. I mean, how many times have you just glazed over watching like 5 Vandals versus 5 Vandals? This is, I mean, speaking of weapon changes, Purdue is forced to buy some unique guns because of their suboptimal economy. Hopefully we'll find, I mean, I don't want to root for Purdue, but I would love to see a very impressive Marshall shot here from Honcho. Solo hold here from Viper. Okay, cool.
Hoping for Hansha to make the Marshall look like an op here. As K-Cool holding this angle very, very tight with the Odin as always here. Purdue, their kind of slow push nature that you kind of saw with the it was more tactical on defense here, but on attack, it's actually kind of biting them in the back. Because last round, they ran out of time. They felt extremely stressed.
Pushing on. K-Cool's forced to back off. Molly's the entrance. Chamber. Poncho does manage to push onto site. He's very low. K-Cool needs to look down. That Odin almost covered it. And now K-Cool's just looking to get some damage on. Tinguini does manage to find one. Cryptic has used his paranoia. Or that's not it. That's not it. Alright, super aggressive push coming from Ohio State. Forcing the ults, forcing everything. Managed to get both of them. This is going to be a long game.
We're going long. We're going the mile. We're going to OT here. Ohio State bringing it back. What once was 9-3 is now 12-12. Ohio State doing the impossible, bringing it back. That 9-3 curse. There are supernatural powers at play here right now. As Ohio State, and I mean, to kind of comment on that, it's not supernatural powers at play here. It is the Ohio State players that are at play here, bringing it back together. Amazing defense round. I talked about that kind of mental reset and how sometimes that can work, sometimes that can't. I think it definitely worked for Ohio State. I mean, just looking at how they played, the kind of confidence they brought with them into. I mean, just looking at how they swung angles, it was completely different. They were winning the 1v1s. They were losing before.
The coordination is just on another level now. You can see how they're actually trying to play together, and for the most part, it's really working. Like, not only is that working, that's in turn building confidence for their own aim duels, and they're winning their 1v1s a lot more now. I say Spaghetti does manage to find Des. They might find it a little bit hard to enter onto site without their star duelist, but they still do have a lot of other options.
Purdue back on defense here, seeing that same kind of stance they always take. Being very sparse on A, though. But Ohio State didn't go towards A. Kind of looking out here for Purdue.
Ooh, a little bit of a roadblock there.
It happens from time to time.
Happens, it happens.
It happens, it happens.
Yeah, yeah.
As I said that, Ohio State looks like they are going to rotate out the back towards that A site here, walking into Akame. On defense, last time, absolute hero, found so many perfect plays. Let's see if they can do it again.
Okay, cool. Hitting a molly. Stuns all three. Finds one. Finds two. All right. This looks like to be a one round for Purdue, unless Eyes has some crazy tech I've never seen before. But, you know, if Purdue plays well, this should be a wrap. They know Eyes is there. Oh, finds one. Chooses to jump peek into a very unfortunately positioned Sky.
That's just Purdue on defense. I don't know what it is, but it seems like when they're on that defender's side, everything changes there. Akame, wonderful angle, beautiful hold, as it looks like Ohio State is, or actually, no, sorry, Purdue is going to call a timeout here. I mean, they could scarlet and red whenever I see red, so it is Ohio
I
State.
suppose Ohio State doesn't really mind this timeout either.
Yeah, definitely.
Just making sure that they lock in what they have done. But, you know, Ohio State has been playing defense kind of, I wouldn't say gimmicky, but, you know, Odin hold indoors. Purdue definitely has a lot to talk about.
Yes.
They definitely don't want to walk into an Odin and just get aced from, you know, complete out of vision, you know, no brain spray.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, definitely. And Ohio State has a lot to talk about, too. Bringing back the 9-3, you hate to lose it. And right now, you are so close to losing it, but you have to keep that mental together. And we talked about those kind of cheeky plays. Those can lead to crazy outcomes here.
Absolutely, yeah.
And Ohio State wants to choose how they want to go about that, because while it is kind of gimmicky, there is a thought process behind it. Like, there is choices being made, and Ohio State having more time to make those choices.
Oh, another A-sided fight here. I hope Team Guinea can, you know, survive. This looks very aggressive. Akame is probably going to blast back in just like before. They do manage to dodge the flash, and they do skirt past the one-way there. Okay, they know they're coming onto site now.
Eyes finds them, gets the info.
Rotating into back site now, and Purdue just kind of posting up. They're not super eager to walk into a bunch of mollies or an Omen in a corner holding a shotgun. Just spraying through the smoke, hoping to get some damage down. Alright, this is going to be a very aggressive retake from Ohio State here. Most of Purdue is still stuck on site. They are finding it difficult to get into the safe place that is tree. Akame does find Eyes, but Eyes does manage to find Spaghetti first. Poncho stuck in a very awkward spot. Does manage to find K-Cool, but K-Cool does manage to find Akame. Just trading and trading and trading, and Ohio State does manage to find itself back on top. We're heading into another round.
What really sealed that round was kind of the micro placement of words elude me. The micro placement of the agents there, as kind of where Purdue was standing, made it perfect for Ohio State to jump off on the high ground and surround them. And Ohio State having people on both sides, forcing Purdue to kind of look around. Being stuck in that kind of little hallway there on A side on Lotus is a really bad position to be in. And Purdue, unfortunately, did find themselves there. And that was really what kind of cinched the win of that round for Ohio State. And, I mean, really good job with that retake.
Yeah.
You talked about being aggressive. And in those situations, I mean, it is 13-12. That is the do or die. You can be too aggressive, and Ohio State not letting it get to them. They played it textbook. They played it well, and they take it to the overtime of overtimes.
Yeah, looks like we have a lot of Purdue pings on A site. It looks like they might be wanting to defend that a little harder, and Ohio State's choosing to ping a route through A. This might be just another A fight. We've seen so many of these, but it's always hard to keep track of exactly what's going on. Of course, the Viper wall from Ohio State does usually make it very strong for defense side, but this Viper wall is very B side focused, I suppose.
Yeah, Ohio State. Maybe looking for play on the B side, like you said, as some pings do come down up towards that area here. But as the round hops off,
Oh, that's so much utility. They are looking to get out of dodge at A site. Keiko does kind of want to hold here, maybe for a potential pick. This could end up pretty bad for them, though. Alright, Purdue blind from Omen does manage to stop their push out of the smoke. Although Honcho rotating onto B site, Honcho has been shown to be very good at kind of holding sites, hitting his headshots, making sure that, you know, Ohio State doesn't get an inch. Oh, he knows though. Oh, he's not going to be able to find another, but he is kind of in a bad spot. One good spray will kill him, but of course, oh.
rough kind of choice to plant there. Hongshu is going to find Grifty, but ends up getting one down. There's eyes, trades one's back.
That was very poor timing. Unfortunate for Grifty, and Des does manage to find one, does not manage to dodge the flash, and they give another round to Purdue. This map, I did not realize was this defender sided.
Yeah, yeah, definitely here. I mean, this is definitely given the case for that as defenders consistently winning. Now it's Ohio State's turn to be back on the defense here. Looking to see if anything changes up. No, okay, cool. Fine on Odin. Every round, nothing different here.
I mean, that Odin has just been putting in so much work. This is, I will say, I hope that maybe Purdue manages to find some counterplay against this Odin play, though. Because, you know, the Odin is $32, $3,200. There's a reason why people don't use it. It just, K-Cool just having the kind of Sentinel playstyle just doesn't have those weaknesses. In fact, the Odin kind of complements his kind of Bastion playstyle.
Okay, yeah.
A little bit like that.
Purdue very cautious here on the A site.
Eyes could peek into Death himself. Well, there he is. K-Cool is stuck, spraying into a full blind.
Very rough situation for OSU here. They have to clutch this one out in a 3 versus 5 scenario. It can be done. Let's see if they do it here as they're playing that high ground again like they were last time.
And again, Purdue sitting in a very comfortable spot. 3 in tree, 1 site, and 1 in the little cubby there. That's hopping down, does not manage to find a Kame, unfortunately, due to the falling inaccuracy. And Grifty just looking to possibly get a pick and get out. Get 2. Oh, unlucky, man. Alright, Purdue does, in fact, manages to win that. Looks like the superstition was not quite enough. 9-3 curse is only as real as highly unfortunate.
Yeah.
Alright, next map's gonna be Haven. We just had a very supposedly defender-sided map. Haven's gonna be the exact opposite. Hopefully, we're gonna be able to see some aggressive. I really do want to see some more aggressive duelist plays, because on on Lotus on A site you can't really see anything that's going on. There's gunshots zooming left and right. You really can't tell what's happening. But yeah.
And that was a close round. I mean, that was 15-13.
That was
like
insanely long.
Yeah. So looking to see, I mean, a very competitive matchup between these two teams here. And talking about that aggression, looking at these players, Akame, Des, love that kind of aggressive play style. we talk about
Super
K-Cool with
excited
the
for it.
Odin and the Ares religiously here. Definitely probably going to see that again if the aggression
Grifty-
idea stands.
Griffey did whip out the judge once or twice. He might do that again in garage or a short. I sure hope so because the judge is always n- not the most interesting gun to watch, but definitely one of the funniest.
It's a goofy one.
It's a goofy one. Anyway, that was a pretty long game, and we're going to move into a pretty short break. See you guys later.
Hello and welcome back to some Valorant action here on the Ohio State Esports channel. We just got done with our first map, Lotus against Purdue. Went to 15-13. Purdue did eke out the win in the end there. But, I mean, Ohio State came back from a 9-3 disadvantage. Very, very close game.
9-3 curse. 9-3 curse.
Huh?
9-3 curse.
Oh, yeah.
We
The-
we did we did manage to get that down at least.
Yeah, definitely here. As Agent Locks coming in, just to read off some stuff here, we got coming out from Purdue. It looks like a Cypher, Raze, Omen, Breach, and finishing it off with the Sky. Looks like a KJ again for Eyes. Tinguini once again on that Sky. A Jet now for Des, which was recently nerfed, I believe, and a Viper now for K-Cool. But just like the Raze for Akame, Des comfortable on the Jet, excited to hit some clips.
Yeah, looks like Ohio State's running essentially the same team comp. Obviously, I guess Neon wasn't really working out for them last game, or Jet's just really good on Haven, and Jet is very good on Haven. Interesting to see Purdue's picks here. Kame sticking with the Raze, Spaghetti sticking with the Omen, Cryptic sticking with the... Okay, it's the same exact comp. It's the same exact comp, except for Honcho, instead of Chamber, picking Cypher, which is really interesting. I think Cypher is definitely one of those champions that can... agents who can really effectively lock down a site, but Honcho was looking pretty comfortable with the operator earlier, and it's just kind of... I don't think Cypher is like the premier operator agent, but obviously Sentinels can always up.
Yeah, I mean, I love Cypher. I think I talked about this earlier. I'm
Yeah.
I'm pretty biased. I love Cypher. I'm excited to see what Purdue does with that agent here. Very impactful on Haven. Very Cypher focused map here as we hop into the game here. First buy phase, looking at a pistol round. What are we looking to expect from this pistol round?
Probably a bunch of ghosts and light shield. Well, light shields aren't really super popular among... take it back. Looks like light shields are pretty popular among the Omen players specifically. Des choosing to ego a Sheriff. Obviously, Jet can just get in and out of those dangerous... Okay. Des choosing to pick a...
Purdue.
Okay, Jet obviously having a good gun is very important for Jet. They are the first one in the site. And picking a Frenzy up for Sky here. Looks like they're pushing in now.
NM here, looking for a play. As the painted shells come out, not quite going to find anything there. The dog does its duty, ends up going down here as the trade comes out. Dex versus NM, and it looks like Dex is going to come out on top. Clean headshot there with the Ghost. Ohio State is now up one player, looking to move into the site here. Des making that aggressive push through long, but it looks like they're backing out now. Right as I say it, they changed their mind here.
Yeah, Purdue definitely spreading their kind of pressure around map. They've already tripped B site. They know that's safe, but they don't really know how hard Ohio State's going to commit to A site. And Ohio State here now showing their ability to have opposable thumbs, rotating out of A site and pushing more towards a C site take.
Hard shoving C long there. Did see a little exchange there through the side room, but not going to come out to anything as Ohio State is exploding on to the site here. Looks like Honcho caught off, but is going to find one in return before going down. Tinguini is going to pick that one up with the Ghost. Sakame finds one. A clean right click from Spaghetti.
Goodness.
Another one. Amazingly well played there. I mean, it's the classic with the classic right there. Able to take down 3 that round. Huge credit advantage. Huge first round win on the pistol round here. As Ohio State, they won both pistol rounds last game. This is their first time down a pistol round.
And, well, I'm not going to say... Spaghetti played that very well. Just, I mean...
Yeah.
I don't have anything to say to that, man. He pressed right click like 2 times. He hit the left click a couple times, and, you know, Ohio State just kind of crumpled. Looks like to be a more of an A-site push again. But Purdue really doesn't want that to happen, it looks like.
Des is going to get revealed here on mid, but being that Jet with that quick movement, not going to hit too heavy, is going to kind of reveal some information, but is what it is here. Des looking for kind of play here is Honcho. Does know that someone might try and push the does have the kind of economy advantage. Looks for the shots, does not find it. K-Cool jumps over as a smoke comes down. It's like Hancho getting aggressive here with the Cypher smoke. K-Cool backing out in response to it. So it looks like there might be some action near A site here. Akame, swing, finds
What a
one.
shot.
Amazing shot there. Is going to look for another.
Gets blinded.
Is it enough? It is, as does, but it looks like NM is going to find a trade back here as more. NM finds another, not quite able to get out with their life, though. That is going to be now a trade, though, in advantage of Purdue, as Cryptic holding tight angle. Purdue holding these very tight angles with the rifles, finding a lot of crucial
watch the
picks.
flank, bro. Oh, man.
Hey, cool. Oh, watch the flank.
30 seconds
Hancho
left.
finds one, and now it is Omen all alone. Grifty.
This looks like an Omen duel right here, potentially.
Cam.
Sucker comes in.
Not enough with the Bulldog Hancho.
Very well played there. What we saw there that round.
I mean, that was just some Bulldog action there, especially from Hancho. I mean,
Yeah, no,
loving to
ridiculous
see it.
flank. Both Omen and Cypher going on that flank definitely resulted. I mean, just K-Cool was caught completely unawares. He could not do anything. And Grifty, I mean, he almost died to that flank before K-Cool did. He just didn't. I don't know if it was either trigger discipline from Hancho or Hancho just not seeing Grifty, but I don't know. It's hard to say that whoever died first would have made a difference.
Ohio State really likes making noise in this kind of B-mid area here, as Purdue only has one on C. As it looks like that might be where Ohio State's heading, but the spike is still down here.
Purdue's responding accordingly, moving most of their players over to C site. They have tripped up entrance to A long, so they don't really have to worry about it too much. But Ohio State isn't really putting their legs or making themselves comfortable anywhere. Cryptic does manage to find it. Tinguini does manage to trade.
Yeah, some fighting going on in that room to the side there, as some trades going down here. But Ohio State reacting accordingly to the reaction there from Purdue is rotating off to this A site here as smokes go down, birds go out, agents go forward here through long.
They might walk into these two trips here. That might be enough to just slow down their push enough where Purdue can get onto site.
Hancho. Oh, it's actually
what a Marshall shot.
it's NM with the headshot with the Marshall.
30 seconds
Though,
left.
but K-Cool is going to pick one up with the Phantom. The aggressive buy coming through there. The plant gets down as it is even now Ohio State. Firm point control. Not really so much in heaven, though, as that might be the option for Purdue right now. As you can see, Akame moving up towards that high ground. K-Cool looking for the pick. Akame knows what's going to happen. Here's NM pushing through. A blind for K-Cool, but Grifty is not blinded, but Akame finds Grifty in return. A trade for a trade here. Akame stuck in the smoke is found out there. Ohio State ends up winning that kind of 3v3 situation there on the A site, taking their first round this set.
I really have been liking how Ohio State has been playing their rounds a little bit more now. Previously, you know, when they were pushing site, I've noticed that they kind of just walk in, and what usually ends up happening is they take these 1v1s and they just end up dying for it. But they don't really. But they have been getting more and more trades. Now they have been playing some pretty good crossfires on site, especially you could see that last round where Purdue, the last player for Purdue, was kind of stuck in the smoke, and you know, Ohio State was just able to, you know, get both sides of that, and as soon as the smoke disappears, or they don't even have to wait for the smoke to disappear, they can just shoot through it and kind of kill them there. Really good pressure from, you know, Ohio State just setting up properly, and you know, Purdue obviously not being able to set up on a site, leading for Ohio State to just make the cleanest rotation, the cleanest site take, just for free. If you forget the fact that NM hit a pretty nasty Marshall shot as well.
NM did hit a pretty nasty Marshall shot. See here, NM calling the timeout right now for Purdue is going to end here, as we can see K-Cool already prepping those lineups. Looking for a wall. I mean, the wall's going to be dealing with B and A side here, being the only ones that hit, but definitely covering that B site. As Eyes picking up the spike. See where Ohio State goes with it.
Potential. It looks just like a default here. They have Eyes' turret watching for the C site flank, so they're not super worried. Eyes just making sure though. Mostly some mid grass side pressure. Cypher might just walk into Keiko here. Oh, they saw the shoulder.
Oh, actually, K-Cool picking that one up. Hancho is not going to be able to get this swing, but K-Cool barely surviving there at the 5 HP. Sky is going to heal that right back up, though, as NM having a very, very tight angle is going to look for it. The dog sniffs them out.
Oh, looks like they're backing off here. I mean, Grifty has just been holding that little position next to garage doors, lurking, hoping to get some extra picks, extra map space, and some extra information, and hopefully being able to capitalize off of that. I mean, look at Grifty here. He's getting so much information. He's getting so much space. He's going to have to back off, though. That seems like a very dangerous fight for him. Bulldog into Vandal is not exactly optimal.
Yeah, Grifty losing that trade there. But as you said, gaining huge information is Ohio State. Des is going to be able to pick up the kill. Cryptic missing the crucial headshot. Des does find one in return, though, as NM is going to push the side kind of aggressively. Ohio State not able to find the shots, as it looks like the molly and the smokes are going to come out. The hallway is filled as NM too scared to push through. But Akame is up in heaven. Ohio State, do they know? Akame looking for angles here. Really kind of scared, though. Thinking at least Ohio State knows, but Eyes is behind. It looks like Spaghetti will find him, but up top, Akame takes down Cool, but Tingini is going to get the one back. Eyes finds the pick there from behind. And Ohio State, that round, definitely on fire here, bringing up 2 wins of the round.
I mean, Ohio State's really just, I mean, it's attack-sided map. It's a very attack-sided map. The moment you get any form of map control and you just push into, like, defense sides, just really small net. If you find a hole in that very small net, you're basically set for the round. Now, that is disregarding the fact that some of these players are absolute aim monsters. That could, again, be the thing that separates or that determines who the winner is. Again, we've seen Akame be absolutely devilish with his aim.
Des prepping the dash there, as a lot of information gained here from Ohio State. Very open, weirdly kind of A site here. Purdue not really expecting it. Ohio State going to get a quick rush, but we're going to look for some exchanges to start here soon, as it looks like Hancho is going to push, though. But there is someone up in heaven, Cryptic with the Sheriff, possibly looking for some plays, as the plant begins from Teguini, trying to shoot through, not quite able to find it. The smoke doing its job here. Cryptic stuck up in heaven. Ohio State all stacked, but Eyes behind once again, holding back that crucial rotation. Grifty is ready here.
What a crossfire. Look at this. They are not stepping out unscathed.
And so it begins. Akame blast packing on, not quite able to find one. Ohio State finds everyone as they run in to that crossfire. Extremely well done here by Ohio State, as Omen is the only one left standing for Purdue. Spaghetti with the Sheriff. It would be an amazing play. Can they find it? Not quite able to find the first one here on a 1v1 with Des, but it looks like Grifty's going to get in on the action. Not quite able to find the pick. Is going to TP back to the area. Double TP. All they need is time. Dies to the spike. Des barely living at 1 HP, but all 5 Ohio State players remaining online. Huge economic advantage.
I mean, just that round for Purdue was a save round, so they were kind of hedging their bets on Ohio State not pushing A, and they did just that. Like,
yeah.
Free sight with Sheriffs, you are not going to get anything done there. But you still have to try, and they gave it their best shot. Unfortunately, walking into one of the coolest and most impressive crossfires I've seen for Ohio State.
And as you talked about earlier, that is just kind of Haven in a nutshell, with these very attacker-sided advantages, finding those little holes in the net. As Des, pushing Spaghetti here, has the dash prepped for some plays. Spaghetti is going to throw that smoke out as the bird comes out. Another smoke comes out. Crazy over the top. He can't see anything. Des finds the headshot. Hancho is next up on the chopping block, but Des going to back off here. Reposition with the team. Not quite going to go for it through the smoke, using it to the advantage.
Hancho's going to... Oh, well, I guess not.
The pit is out.
The pit is very scary for the Hancho. He might actually find Viper here, and that could be... All right. Fair play.
Tinguini found a Honcho there as Akame did get one with the showstopper. Returned by Des. Clean headshot there onto Akame. Cryptic walking into the pit is going to be taken down here. K Cool getting massive value out of that key Viper ultimate. NM, it is all up to them, and they are going to go down as Eyes with a very clean Vandal one tap through the wall. Well, not through the wall, by the wall.
NM didn't even see. I mean,
I thought it was through the wall.
I thought it was through the wall too. I didn't even see. I didn't even see him through like the stream that we're watching. But you know, this is Valorant. There is some ping differentials. It happens. Purdue again looking to save. They might choose the gamble on B site again. Looks like Honcho might be solo holding. Hero buying a Vandal could potentially be big. We have seen Honcho hit some crazy headshots with his Vandal, but that remains to be seen for this game.
Yeah, definitely is NM looking for an aggressive position. Another save round, it looks like, for Purdue. On the back foot here, take a dead by K Cool. Another crucial headshot as it looks like Grifty will be taken down by Cryptic with an assist from Raze. Cryptic, kind of aggressive with the flash here. Looking to push that advantage. Not going to be able to find anything. That was Ohio State. Skillfully backs out, looks towards A, and Cypher is in for a reckoning here. Ohio State throwing a lot down, but a huge Cypher smoke. A wonderful spray, even though Honcho goes down. Finding one like that is completely unexpected. Really well done there as it makes it a 3v3 even situation here. Purdue is pushing in.
And remember, we are playing with not optimal guns, so every bit of damage does actually make a difference. And we can see here, Jet.
Oh, Cryptic finds him caught out. Bud is going to go down. Eyes picks that one up as the trades come down, but K Cool comes up on top, and Eyes comes out on top again. Every time I see Eyes kill feed, you see the little headshot icon. Clean, clean, clean. Amazingly well done there by Ohio
This is just
State.
a completely different player than we saw last game. This guy
Yes.
is just, he must have drank a monster or something. Now, it is very important to kind of note here, that was actually a pretty good eco round from Purdue. They did manage to sweep up a couple players. The economy for Ohio State is good enough where they don't have to worry about it for now, but every little bit helps.
Yeah, I mean, as Purdue, it's only 2-5. That's 3-round difference. The little wins can definitely build up here. As we're gonna hop right back at Ohio State, pretty spread out, playing once again for that information, which they've been very good on this map, acting on. So it looks like Des once again looking for these kind of skill checks through. See Leong here, see how aggressive they get.
Ohio State is posturing more towards C site. I think they kind of realize, or they probably thinking, oh, we've hit A site a little bit too much. Purdue might be expecting it, but Purdue is playing a very kind of conservative game here, structuring most of their energy towards C and B. Their A site holds have not, or their A site retakes have not been extremely good, but they do look pretty confident in just having it be open. Now Ohio State might be realizing this, and they are trying to rotate, hopefully taking advantage of their negligence on A site. But again, I guess they realized that it was getting a little bit too hot. 2 players on A site does make it a little more difficult, rotating more towards C site.
30 seconds.
How
Taken down. Double headshot by Spaghetti. Really, really clean.
this guy is so lucky. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, no. You're great. I mean, I was caught in the action. I was like staring at the screen, you know, deer in headlights, like, what is going to happen
Like,
here?
If you remember, very first round, this was the same person that hit 2 right clicks and then just the cleanest left clicks on his classic. Oh,
Eyes finds one blinded, not quite able to find the other here. Ohio State on the time does. Oh, Eyes goes down in the end there. Ohio State caught up in the time there. Also
just like
down
that.
agents.
and just like that, Purdue's back in it. Look at it. Like, they have money to buy guns. Light shields, of course, is not optimal, but we have seen a recent uptick of light shield buyers, and that should just be good enough to deal with Ohio State. Obviously, they're just buying premium guns anyway, so it doesn't really matter. They should just be able to hit a headshot, and that's all she wrote. But, you know, looks like mostly an A-side push. Cryptic, again, stunning, trying to prevent their aggression, you know, just to keep them honest. Obviously, it doesn't hit too many people, but it should just be enough to kind of dissuade a bum rush.
Yeah, definitely. And that's something Ohio State has done before on Lotus and even on this map. So it looks like they're kind of rushing. they're rushing A side here. Des, aggressive position. Gonna look for some trade outs here as there are 2 members of Purdue on the site. A little bit of knowledge acquired. They know someone is there.
I know both of them are there. They're holding a pretty. Oh,
Double blind, comes
Honcho
out
does
big.
time.
Honcho, take it out there. Cryptic also goes down. NM swings it at the right time, able to find one, but is that enough? No, NM is going to go down to a 4-2 situation. Akame looking to be the hero duelist. Peeks wide,
What a shot! I believe that was a headshot, a wallbang headshot.
not quite able to find the damage though. Having the Phantom here. Akame looking to rush through once again. We can't discount though. Omen in heaven. Akame.
Grifty is just kind of staring him down, and they know he's here. He's kind of just spraying.
Looks for the peak. This is the moment. Goes even in the trade here. That's not what Purdue needs. They need to come out on top of these ones as it looks like Spaghetti's going to rotate up. But K-Cool, look at the catch with that 10 HP. Not quite able to find it, but it looks like it's up to Grifty now. Grifty is going to find the 3K, taking out Spaghetti there. Duel of the Omens going over in favor of Ohio State as 3-6 now in OSU's advantage.
I'm loving these Omen plays, man. You even saw it at like one of the earlier rounds where Grifty was just flexing, TPing all over the place. I'm beginning to sense there might be a rivalry here. It's very I mean, Omen players do have quite a bit of an ego.
I mean, there's definitely some rivalry in these two. We've seen them dueling
'em.
a lot here by how they play. Very common. I mean, they were both the light shield buyers of the pistol round here. Gotta create some narrative around that here.
Whoa, hold on. Are they about to duel each other right now?
Yo, a duel on Leong.
We're not gonna get it.
Backing out. Des, though, took a big hit there, but I forget, you know, Sky heals people. Des going to be fine there.
Look at that. Both teams just doing completely other stuff, and their Omens are just staring. They don't know it. They're staring at each other through the wall.
Drawn by forces out of their control to always be fighting one
Breach
another
is
here.
in such an interesting position here.
Yeah, Cryptic definitely going to get cut out. Honcho caught in a Marshall situation, though, but a trade happened behind the scenes here, as it looks like Dex not quite able to fight Honcho. As I actually lied, Des finds Honcho through the wall there. A lot of damage going down. Des holding this corner. K-Cool plants that spike, setting up the site here. Purdue, once again, it is on them to retake Akame, as always, in this heaven position. Looking for just the right person to peek out. Eyes has now been alerted to Akame's position. Does Eyes go for the aggressive peek? No, a safe smoke with some spray. Probably going to be enough, though. K-Cool finds NM through the smoke. K-Cool finds Spaghetti through the smoke. Akame does find K-Cool in return, but Eyes is able to finish it off. 3-7, huge lead for Ohio State. Are we going to see the 3-9 in favor of Ohio State?
Ooh.
Opposite of last game.
I really don't want to see that happen. Yo, let's make this an 8-4 at least. Now the issue, okay. The issue I'm finding with Purdue, at least me personally, again, a Radiant player.
Obviously.
Obviously, I'm Radiant, yeah. They have been kind of stacking Heaven, just trying to get make the site take a little safer for the people rushing in from CT. But that's really not been yielding too many substantial results for them. Hopefully we can see them switch that up and see if they can find a better strategy. Maybe go for a flank, but again, flanking with like no knowledge of where Grifty is kind of scary.
Yeah, definitely Akame on the judge, holding a very, very tight angle on a response to those A rushes there. But Honcho going to give away some information with that very crucial Cypher cage that last time got a lot of plays, but Ohio State ready for it this time, backs on out there. Ohio State playing very, very slow. These last couple runs they've been kind of explosive out, but taking their time here is K-Cool looking like going through. No shots are going to connect from either team there, but it looks like the space advantage is going to go over to Ohio State. Lobs in the smoke. Honcho looking for a retake into that area. Not able to find the headshot on K-Cool, but K-Cool's going to be slowed and stunned up and forced out.
Ray's sitting in the corner any day now, and oh my goodness.
Is today going to be that day? Dodges
they
the
know.
flash. Ohio State comes through unaware,
That's
finds one, finds two. Can he find three? No, but
Ah.
that is all that needs to be done. Huge advantage now for Purdue. As the sky goes down and there's no one to heal up K-Cool. K-Cool living on 24 HP, just barely. Purdue up a man. Cryptic holding this site right now. K-Cool in a lot of danger, but Killjoy going to do Killjoy things. See if Ohio State can gain some presence from that.
Okay, cool. Solo pushing from Long here. Looks good.
Oh.
All right, Eyes. Okay. Viper pick comes down. This could be a pretty good hold. Again, approaching from heaven. Not extremely useful, especially since Viper ult is coming down, but I'm not going to say it's bad. I just don't like it.
Grifty looking for Honcho. Okay, cool. Playing in and out this pit. Is going to get blinded here. Taken out. Honcho does find Grifty at the exact same time. Now it's all up to Eyes. Eyes looking through the smoke. Is going to hold this Ego kind of tight. Wait for that defuse to start. But now stuff has to happen. Not able to find it on the peak there. And that is going to be a round over to Purdue. A crucial round that they needed to win here to make it 8-4.
Yes.
Well,
very,
7-4.
very
7-4.
important. Yeah.
7-4. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here.
Of course. We can't expect. I mean, I will say, I was wrong. Heaven is actually kind of good. we saw Omen flash, NM come down and just destroy K-Cool because K-Cool's blinded, paranoia. He can't hear them drop down, and obviously that's really good. Now, I think the Viper pit was contributing to like a Heaven being a better spot to take, but who knows? I mean, we're just waiting for a round where they aren't on A.
Yeah, as Akame, aggressive push here. I mean, aggressive last round, but even a little bit more forward this time, holding a very, very
They
tight
would
angle
never
here. But
expect me this time.
yeah. This time it's different, as Ohio State, though, being very aggressive towards that C site. But every time they do this, they end up pushing out, going A. But Akame, wow, through the boxes, finds K. Cool. Ohio State down a member here.
And they
Akame.
have been playing that chicken mouse game. Chicken mouse? They've been playing
Chicken
that
mouse.
cat and mouse. It's cat. They've been playing that cat and mouse game outside A short and A long for quite the time. And we finally get to see that payoff. Walking to see if he can't trigger the tripwire.
Ends up just opting to take it out, though. But the knives are out here. Des looking for some play potential. Is Akame going to be the target? Showstopper versus Knives. What wins? Knives are better than a giant explosion. But NM will be there to pick off Death. As Grifty, though, finds Honcho. Grifty finds Spaghetti. NM shuts down 2. NM on a spree here with 3. Eyes, once again, all that's left for the side of Ohio State. Is Eyes going to peek? Eyes peeks, but not quite able to finish them off. Is Eyes going to peek again? And NM with the aim, with the 4K. Picks up another round win for Purdue, as we're going to go 5-7 in favor of Ohio State into the round switch into the next half.
I mean, NM has just been on fire. Like, those flicks from just on site straight to back site onto the Omen, straight through your own cabbage. Absolutely insane. NM is looking to possibly just take over the game all by himself. I mean, obviously, we still haven't seen any crazy death plays, save for taking out the showstopper versus the knives. We know which ult's better now.
Bring a knife to a rocket launcher fight. That's what I learned from that. That's what I learned from that.
Gonna work out every single time. Looks like we have a sheriff from Des. Oh, looks like we have a pause. All right, well, interesting game so far. I do kind of hope Des does stick through with the sheriff buy. Duelists buying sheriffs round 1 will never not be funny to me. I know it's good sometimes, but it is so entertaining to see.
Yes.
Either you get the sickest 5K you've ever seen, or minus 800.
Hey, it's worth it to entertain the people,
Yeah.
And now, looking back at that round, it is 5-7. Ohio State is 2 rounds up, but as we've talked about, it's a very attacker-sided map. If you're Ohio State, are you happy with this lead? Are you concerned at all?
I'd be pretty concerned, considering that our team is very good. We're still rocking, Killjoy, Viper, same comp as last time. So, and our defense for Lotus was not that bad. But as you said, it is an offense-sided map, and we don't really have the same kind of map control Cypher offers, keeping like garage lockdown or B site lockdown. But then again, we saw a lot of Cypher just putting his trips on A site and hoping that would be enough. And most of the time, it wasn't. So you could make an argument that, you know, Cypher might be more useful on attack because of how, you know, how large the map is.
Yeah.
How many flank paths you have.
Hmm.
Just watching out for those flanks could be huge. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Would you be happy?
For me, I mean, I'm always happy when I'm winning, you know.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
so
obviously.
5-7, I'm chilling. But I mean, for these players thinking about it, especially tactically, I mean, that's definitely in the back of their minds here as they are looking to take this win on the second half of the Haven map. And for Ohio State, is there anything that you see that they could change now? Anything in this pause that you think they're talking about, like change, good things they want to hone in on? What's kind of the combo right now?
I think Ohio State's definitely thinking like, okay, we need to shut down that Raze entry, because Akame just blast packing in has been such a headache for Ohio State through last game, and not so much this game. But I have seen, or I'm sure we've all seen, Raze blast pack montages on this map specifically. Raze does pretty well with that. Obviously, you know, nades.
Mhm.
Hopefully Akame doesn't become too big of a problem for OSU, but then again, you don't have to be. I mean, the star players for last game ended up being not Akame in the end. So who really knows?
Yeah, and I guess kind of the opposite side here for Purdue, but actually, never mind, as we right back into it. But I mean, we can still talk about it for Purdue. I mean, they are down. What's kind of like the mind space here?
All right, Des does buy a sheriff. Thank you.
Des does buy a sheriff. We have confirmed Des has bought a sheriff, but it looks like Grifty going to overcome that
Alright.
kind of duelist mentality here, is going to take down Akame, who went for a very, very aggressive blast pack rush. Talked about Ohio State shutting down those blast pack rushes, and
Yeah.
that right there is an example as
Alright.
Des, clean teamwork right there by Ohio State, picks up another, and this is going to be a tight pistol round. See if Spaghetti can kind of work that classic magic of the round before, as it looks like Purdue is going to rotate towards the C site. NM leading the charge. Spaghetti throws up the smoke right into Eyes here. Eyes looking for possibly a play, though the smoke right now is going to be a lot. Pushing the smoke, but K-Cool finds NM.
Oh,
K-Cool
no.
finds Spaghetti. One more left. Honcho keeping the dream alive here, but it's a 4 versus 1 situation. Can Honcho clutch it out with the Ghost? Does have one tripwire available. Don't know if they're going to place it here. Probably choosing the Econ out with that one here. As Tinguini, Ohio State, not
They don't
quite
know
sure.
They don't know where they are.
30 seconds left.
This could be potentially huge. Eyes. Oh, Ancho knows.
Oh,
That's only one out of the 3 people. Finds one. Tinguini.
and the crossfire from Des is enough.
Oh no.
Taking out Hacho there. Pretty confident in that takedown of Hacho
Yeah.
there. Des, very well
We
done.
definitely saw a display of confidence.
Yes,
We'll
yes,
say
yes.
that much.
Ohio State winning pistol rounds. They're, you know, I love to track these things. They're up 3-1 right now in pistol rounds, and they're leading this map right now 5-8. But Purdue, as it looks like, kind of buying the I mean, I was gonna say what they were buying, and then this Marshall hopped up for Honcho, and my brain completely changed directions.
Honcho has Honcho did snipe last game, and Honcho has gotten super good results with that, but it's a little bit unusual. I think previously we've seen NM use the
Down A.
Marshall pretty well. Now Des really getting maximum mileage out of that sheriff.
Definitely. I mean, what an amazing shot. And on the spike carrier of all people, and on the sky, the lone healer of all people, very, very crucial pick is Spaghetti on the classic, pushing along with Hongshu on the Marshall, seeing C-site here. Bit of an alliteration going through. Does Eyes catch them?
Spaghetti with the classic is always pretty scary. Looks like Cryptic is also whipping out some classic magic, but Keiko might be able to get kind of a flank here. That could potentially be pretty bad for Purdue. Akame is half health. decides to peek out very aggressively, however.
Cryptic paying that box, making sure that all the teammates are stacked up correctly. As Des is going to be the first one to break through the ball to found on camera. Is going to be blind and not quite able, but it looks like the pressure from Ohio State is going to keep them alive. Hancho finds one. One from Des, but it is not enough on the return there. Purdue is going to come out on top for that round. And that Marshall did some work there.
Yeah, that was a very good purchase. And, you know, sometimes just like really dumb financial decisions end up working. I'm not a financial advisor. Now, Des choosing to purchase another sheriff. I guess he was really feeling himself. I mean, that last round, I saw the vision. Des almost had one of the craziest highlight reels that we've ever seen. Looks like he's hoping to make magic happen a second time.
Yeah, Des loving the sheriff. And I mean, it's been working out for the most part, finding a lot of good picks as Ohio State all stacked up here, except one.
What is this?
This is some
this is
some
Looney Tunes,
nonsense.
Man. All right. This I don't know. This is not. Okay, well, we've swapped positions. We've decided
Ooh.
that Ohio State is attacker sided and the other team is defender sided.
1-for-1 trade, though, as I say that, is going to become a 2-for-1 Akame with the Spectre. Ohio State on a kind of save round here with the pistols. Just trying to do something funky, maybe find a weird way to win the round. As I say that, though, Grifty is on the judge, holding that angle. See if any magic could come from that. Des extremely low. Just looking to hold those very tight angles, but does have a Marshall now. Changes the scope of things a little bit.
Oh, that's scope.
Scope of things. I didn't even know I was doing that. As eyes taking a little bit of hits here. Gonna get stunned up.
So much action. Grifty fishing. Looks like he's got one.
One. Can't find the other, but does find one in the end there. Spaghetti gonna end up taking him down. As it looks like Destin Eyes also die. Ohio State not too afraid to give away those pistols here. As moving into the next round, 7-8 Purdue, bringing this one back.
Hopefully we're not going to see too big of a comeback here. Very long games do tend to, I mean, we saw it last game. Purdue did win the war of attrition. Ohio State may not be able to turn that around this time. Or Ohio State may not be able to win a war of attrition against them.
Yeah, Purdue now looking to add to that scoreboard here. Walking forward, as you can see on the right. Once again, Akame, very, very aggressive.
I'm surprised K-Cool hasn't bought an Odin or an Ares on this map. Garage Doors is pretty strong. Obviously, it's not as safe and or as strong as in Lotus, but Odin is still a very good gun. It's just a little bit surprising for him not to pick it.
Yeah, definitely here, but K-Cool with the Phantom, the most Odin-y and Ares-y of those left is Des. Jet with the op here, looking for a play.
He doesn't know they've pushed up. This could be potentially pretty bad for Des here. Oh, Des is dead.
He's going to find the way out, though.
Never mind.
Looking for any sort of return here.
All right, they're all kind of cramped onto site except for Cypher, which does not lend to the most stable hold onto site. But Cypher looking to flank could drive a wedge into Ohio State's players.
Huge flash coming out there, and that is the go card for Ohio State. K-Cole takes out one, finds another here. Eyes finds one. Hancho does find Grifty, but it's probably enough here. Never mind. NM finds two. Can it be stuck? Ohio State, K-Cole's going to hop off and grab it. Going for the defuse here. The 1v1 of all time. K-Cool finds it for the 4K. Takes down Hancho, and that is a round over to Ohio State. Growing their lead back to what it was of 2 rounds.
That's
making
our star
it
player,
9-7.
man. K-Cool, like, crawling it back for their team on Lotus, and just honestly one of the sickest players in this series so far, for our team at least. Now we are looking at full buys from Ohio State. They will be pretty low on money after this, but it shouldn't be too big of an issue considering the fact that Purdue is hero opping, with Tinguini buying nothing but heavy shields. Perhaps, okay, no, he buys a Spectre. Looks like they're not super coordinated with their buys, but that shouldn't be too big an issue as long as the offline's 1 or 2.
Yeah, definitely here as Ohio State looking for kind of a very spread out defense. Definitely playing for that information as always. Some pings coming down from Purdue towards the C site, towards kind of garage in there. Tinguini using the birds, try to get some vision, finds Honcho, gets the audio cue. Honcho peeks, finds one, is going to go down. Not expected K-Cool on that kind of short inside swing on the box. Is going to give Ohio State a slight advantages. K-Cool, with a bit of a late Viper wall, is going to set him up nicely, though. Des with the op, finds Spaghetti off on the side. NM pushing through, Akame too. It looks like Eyes is going to fight Akame. Can Eyes find NM as well? NM stuck in a precarious situation. Des finds Cryptic through the side. It is all up to NM now. 1 versus 5 situation. Finds one, whips around, not quite able to find the other, but does find two. Very, very clean movement here. Sends out the Seekers. This is the clutch moment NM has been waiting for. Hoping to find these last 3 members of Ohio State playing the time perfectly. The spike is in their favor. Picks it up here. Backing out. Dog does discover.
And remember,
Takes a little
NM
bit
has
hit.
all the information. He knows exactly where everyone is, especially now that Sky's sending out utility. He knows exactly where Sky's going to be coming from.
One.
Oh, no.
Vulnerable, only 22 HP. Is this the clip that we're hoping for? Has to plant now. Baits out K-Cool.
Oh.
K-Cool through the wall is going to shut down NM, but really well played there by NM, trying to clutch back that round. Almost
What
got
an
it.
impressive series of events. The decision-making of just, like, baiting them out, trying to get your headshots, trying to isolate your fights, and most importantly, killing Eyes and immediately swinging onto Des. Just chef's kiss. Can't
Chef's
say anything
kiss.
more than that.
Definitely a chef's kiss there. But K-Cool talking about the power of this player. 20 kills right now in round 17. Amazingly well done here. As Des, aggressive as always, looking with the operator. Honcho backing off, but might go for it later.
They did hear the updraft, and they do know that Jet has an operator.
Showstopper over the top is going to find K-Cool. That's definitely a showstopper there for Ohio State, shutting down their top frag as Cryptic is going to go for the plant now. Huge advantage now, but Grifty finds one with the Judge, finds 2 with the Judge. Judge Gaming has started, but Akame is going to shut it down, but Tinguini finds Akame Purdue on the back foot. Spaghetti with the angle through.
What a shot.
Clean Guardian shot. Maybe able to find another, but Tinguini finds Hacho. It is all up to the Guardian themselves. Spaghetti able to find another. It is a 1v1 situation. Des going down. Tinguini down a little bit of HP. Spaghetti has some information. Is going to TP across here. Get for some cross play. Looks for it. Finds the headshot. Spaghetti with the Guardian gameplay. Insane. Triple headshot magic. Clutching that round out for Purdue.
Who is this guy, man? Spaghetti hitting some absolutely insane shots. If Spaghetti was not able to get, like, was not playing as well as he did right there, that was a lost round. Let's make this absolutely clear. This was a lost round for Purdue. They were off-site, and Ohio State had complete control of site. They didn't have any smokes to prevent them from kind of, diffusing for free. But, man, Spaghetti really crawled that one back.
I mean, I don't understand why they put Spaghetti on a Phantom. I mean, put a Vandal. I mean, put an op. Give him an op,
another
man.
Guardian,
Give him an op.
actually. With how well he played that, I wouldn't be surprised if... What is this
I know exactly.
Honcho gonna win the 1v1. Des at the back, not quite able to find the second. Looking for another, is gonna swap to the side. HM realizes the precarious situation, but not enough in time. K-Cool picks up that one. Ohio State taking a lead though. They did lose their clutch omen there. Spaghetti going for the plant. Big control though. Basically the entire site being given over here for free by Ohio State.
And Cypher is looking for another cheese play. I mean, I guess this is a new role that's developed for Valorant. Having a judge player for your team is just that much more important, I suppose. Tinguini finds the headshot, though.
Ends in the 1v1. The dog not quite able to find a lot. Maybe saw them just at the end there. So Ohio State works on the side. Akame in heaven, like we saw on attack. Looking, finds one. Not quite, finds 2. I was going to say not quite able to find 2 there, but did end up finding as the painted shells come down. A rain from above forces Des back here in a very tight situation. The blast pack isn't enough. Akame from above death from above to Ohio State. Akame picking up 3 at the end there. You know what? Picking up 4. I count that as 4.
Yeah.
Taking out themselves into the spike. Akame, beautiful, beautiful gameplay there. There's a bit of a hot streak happening right now for Purdue.
Purdue looking to potentially capitalize off of this. Still buying light shields, obviously. They don't really have the economy to go complete, like, you know, full buy for heavy shields and your premium gum. But it's interesting that Grifty has decided to purchase a judge again. Obviously, it's smart financially. But judging as how... judging. Seeing as how he lost the previous judge 1v1 versus...
Ooh.
Okay. All right, Des. Finds one.
Des finds 1. Eyes picks up another. Oh, Tinguini kind of caught. Splaying through the smoke. Not quite able to find it. Des finds 2 on the Cryptic. A menace with this op on the A long angle. Des going for that close range op game. Waits for the smoke to dissipate. Not quite able to find him. K-Cool with the snake bite. Able to pick that one up as NM is going to go down flawless. VALORANT said it best from Ohio State. Huge round.
Now that is a flashy op, ladies and gentlemen. That that op will carry them to the end of the game. Jet versus with op is by far one of the scariest things you can ever go up against, and it looks like Des has really found his groove. Either that or Purdue just didn't quite stave off the op quite popularly that round. We saw, you know, just a dry peek from I believe it was Cryptic, and that just led to just a domino effect of being unable to stop Jet's off there. Jet is looking to play garage here though. No.
Ooh. Sick nade from Akame is going to take down Des. Cryptic looking for something here as it looks like some sniper action of their own from Purdue. Looking in that area here, pushing towards the garage once again. Grifty holding down the fort, taking out a little bit. That snake bite's going to buy some time along with the wall here. Hongshu making sure there's no flank in the back.
It is looking to be a save round from Purdue, and just getting the op out of Des's hands is, I cannot state how vital that is for their victory here. I think K-Cool has picked up the op now though, and K-Cool obviously not as strong as just a Jet, but K-Cool is has been shown to be a very prolific aimer, and hopefully they can kind of make that work for them. Although looking very far away from, oh, he didn't pick up the op. Who did it go to? Omen.
Omen, okay, we have an Omen with the op here. It looks like a lot of point control is going to come down, but as you said, they all have pistols. They're all on a save round, and that Killjoy is going to do a lot of work, forcing Purdue back. But it looks like NM's going to fight a trade back. Grifty fights one back into Akame. Spaghetti ended up going down as well. K-Cool looking. Grifty fights Akame. What is this crossfire here as Ohio State walking into some possible danger here? Eyes finds it, but Cryptic with the return. Can Cryptic hold it down? No, not quite. Grifty picks up a 3rd. Ohio State taking this to match point. Looking to tie it up 1-2-1. Looks like they're going to give over the defuse here to K-Cool. Purdue, they saved to take us to OT. Can they do it again? Can we hit a second OT?
I sure hope not. Ohio State really needs this one. But it looks like they didn't really actually pick up the op last round. Obviously, looking at their economy, and you know they have enough for another op next round, and retaking the site with an operator is not exactly what I would consider ideal. Des again buys an op though, because obviously, yeah, chat with an op, you know, the more iconic duo. No, really.
As Ohio State opting to take this match point here, to take this win, to take us all the way to a game number 3. Grifty in 8th angle though, finds 1, not quite able to find the 2nd. Akame is going to take him down. Eyes looking for something. Does know what's going on here. Huge explosion on the C site. Very good rush played out by Purdue. Ohio State, you could see the answer marching around the back of B site, looking for an angle to enter in here, but Akame holding it down. A little bit of pre-fire there as now the peak comes out. Des looking for something with the op. Very, very tight formation there from Purdue. Akame finds Des, shuts that down. What is Eyes able to do? Not much as Honcho. Akame with the 3K, and it looks like that tight formation is going to come out on top as Tinguini not quite able to really answer anything. Go to look for the save. Ohio State with the aggressive buys. I mean, not saving the operator. It's coming back to bite
even
them.
the breach finds him. Very okay. Looks like they did manage to clutch out a save round. Caster's Curse, I suppose. Oh, we might be heading into overtime soon, guys. Strap yourselves in, grab some popcorn. We're in for the long ride.
Yeah, Purdue picking up a very crucial one there. Now Ohio State's economy a little bit in shambles for a couple of players. Des sitting on 850 with the classic and heavy shields. Looking a little rough, but full buys coming out now from Purdue. Can we see some magic, though, as we do have K-Cool still with the Phantom Shields. Grifty Tenguini still bought out. Eyes looking for a little bit something on the Spectre. And we got a Vandal in the hands of Des. Stuff could still happen here from Ohio State. Looking a lot more rich than I thought they would. Let's see what can happen here as I'm preparing for another rush from Purdue, as that worked out so well last time. Des is going to catch out NM, but it looks like, oh, Spaghetti not quite able to pop off, is going to be down here. K-Cool finds the answer. The spike will be picked up again by Purdue in this 3 versus 4 situation. Do or die right here now for Purdue, and honestly, Ohio State too. What?
Ohio State is kind of posturing more. They're playing for rotate, either B or A. Neither standing too close to B site where they just get pounced on and they can't do anything, but not also standing on A site because they don't really have to be there. They have Killjoy utility there, and that should just be enough to watch out for it. They do know it's a B site push now, and looks like they're going to be trying to rotate to get that flank, because that window position is very strong for attackers.
Definitely. Kind of corner plant there, plays from Purdue. Sakame playing in the back, not able to find anything. K-Cool making it a 4 versus 2 situation. Des finds Honcho. It is all up to Cryptic. Cryptic finds one. Cryptic not quite able to find two. Is going to go down. Ohio State is going to take us to map number 3 with a 13-10 win on Haven. You said it earlier, ladies and gentlemen. Grab your popcorn, grab a drink. We're in for another long but fun and competitive one.
Yeah. Definitely very, just very back and forth. Not a stomp, and definitely some star players on both teams. It leads to some of the best watching experience you'll ever have, I think, in my personal opinion. But yeah, we should be looking into that game 3 very soon. I did not catch what map they were playing on, but. It should be,
We'll be on
Bind. All right. Now, Bind, I talked about this before, but it is very, I wouldn't say it leads to some boring gameplay, but it's definitely, hey, let's push B. Okay, let's go B. All right, we're going to go both, short and showers, or long and hookah. And we're just going to hope that works. There's really no interesting, space control in my personal opinion, but it does lead to some very interesting clips, and I'm excited to see if that does in fact happen.
Yeah, definitely, as we are going to head to a short break in between our games 2 and 3, and we'll catch you for the big finale. It is game 3 in a best of 3, do or die. You love to be here. Welcome back. This is a Valorant match between Purdue and Ohio State. And we are at game 3. Both maps have been very close. We went to OT, over OT, some 15-13 nonsense on the first map. Lotus, Purdue win. Coming back, Ohio State, really good showing on Haven, taking a win. And now we go to Bind for the final match of it all to determine who comes away with that W. How we feeling?
Oh my goodness. While we were on break, I just had the biggest flashback known to man. 2 weeks ago, I believe Grifty got almost 2 aces on Brimstone, on Bind, outside of Hookah. Well, oh.
Well, I mean, you're setting up for quite the experience here, Grifty, on that Brimmy again, as we do see Des opting out for the Rays. And that Reyna you wanted earlier, it's here. The Reyna's here.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see what can happen.
I'm so excited.
We are set up for, I mean, an absolute banger of a game 3. I mean, with those agent picks, I'm so ready for this. Yeah, the excitement is bubbling out.
Oh man, you know what's crazy? I think they designed ISO specifically as a response to Reyna not being picked that much.
Okay, okay.
Because everyone loves seeing like a Reyna pop. Well, everyone, if you're not on the enemy team, loves seeing Reyna pop off, right? Like just get a kill, dismiss, get a kill, dismiss. You know, an ulted Reyna that really hits their shots is absolutely insane. Now the Honcho, previously Chamber and then Cypher, hard pivoting away from Sentinel into a duelist role. Now, has Honcho been holding back on us? I don't really know. He was kind of a star fragger in the first game, hitting some absolutely insane shots with Chamber.
But what is this?
What?
Big flash, though. Ohio State punishing it. Des finds 4 with the 4K here. Defenders winning very fast.
Okay.
I love the creativity from Purdue. The execution was not in their favor. There is a massive flash from Ohio State. Sets up Des for that 4K.
They
As
might
now,
have studying each other's games. That definitely did not look. That definitely did not look at like coincidental. You know, they both knew exactly like what the other team was going to try to do, and it really worked out for them. Ohio State probably prepared for that, seeing as how they just kind of flashed out.
yeah, definitely a lot of preparation here. As eyes in the sky, looking for some picks here. Not going to quite be able to find anything, as that Snakebite's going to push back Spaghetti just for a little bit. Now Cryptic hunting for any sort of vision or anything. As Grifty with the judge is going to find a Kame on the push. Hong finds eyes, but Des returns. It is a bloodbath here on that point, as the Boombot finds NM, is going to be shunned away, but Des knows someone's over there. NM.
One bullet, one dream.
One shot, one opportunity. That's all NM has right now. As the 3-4, it is winnable. Spaghetti gets flash, turns towards the teammate. Absolute Dazed and Confuses. Grifty finds the spike carrier with the shotgun. Looking for something. Des on that long angle with that expensive Vandal is going to find one. Not quite able to find the second, but they know the location. Shooting through the box. Not quite able to get it. As Grifty runs in, but doesn't end up picking it up. Is K-Cool with the Harries. What is this gun lineup from Ohio State?
Ohio State is, they are partying. They have decided to throw away all, your meta does not matter to us. We are picking our own guns. We are doing our own thing. K-Cool, I mean, areas on this map, I guess. You got some wallbanging areas in U-Haul. Hookah's very wallbangable, but why?
Yeah, I mean, meta is overrated. I'll say it. Meta's overrated. We need judges. We need Aries. I am loving this here. His eyes on aggressive peek. Oh, that one was in the chamber right there.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man. That is the action you like to see at a game 3 as the dog jumps in. Is going to find a little bit of vision before taking down. Honcho pushing this wall. What is going to happen here? Spraying through K-Cool with Keiko is something funky. Let's just put it that way. is going to hold that angle here. And I'm looking for something. The trademark does timeout versus Des here. Honcho trying to get some vision. And, I mean, Purdue is shocked. They don't know what to do. This is the strongest start we've seen from Ohio State. All 3 maps right now. The wall coming back up. Viper with the recharge on the time. The bird comes out. Flash. Honcho going to dodge for most of it. Look at the push through this wall. Action could start at any second. Here's Eyes. Looking forward. Is going to see Honcho. Honcho not quite able to take the head from the jump peak.
This is so suffocating for Purdue here. Chambers just stuck in U-Haul. He can't do anything. Honcho being very aggressive.
The dog is going to find. That's going to be a tough position to be in. K-Cool sprays through, finds the pick. Tinguini is going to look for something, but not in time because Spaghetti foul. K-Cool, but Des on the cross angle. And then didn't check the corners.
Oh,
Kill
Grifty.
going over.
Grifty.
Don't do it to him. Don't do it. Okay, okay. Spaghetti learning from last time. Does check the corner here. Is going to be able to find him.
Whoa, what a shot.
Shot through the nade. Cryptic is going to be able to get the plant off that as it is all tied up now. Caster Curse coming in on Ohio State strong start as Eyes walking up forward. Backing around is Sky. But look, Cryptic going to walk right into it maybe. Doesn't expect it. Wait, expect something. Eyes kneels down on the peak. Cryptic doesn't move the cursor quick enough. Eyes picking up that one with the Aries. Taking on one for K-Cool and another 3K for the chamber with the Aries. K-Cool's picks spreading to the team here. Or maybe Eyes was just, you know, encouraging K-Cool to do it all the time, using his excuse to bust it out themselves here. Is going to take off for that spike. 3-0 Ohio State.
With areas like these, who needs Vandals? Man, these guys have been just... I didn't know that Ares was such a good gun. I might need to start abusing this. That is insane. Actually, just the way that they're able to go 1v1. I mean, obviously, that fight for U-Haul against Chamber, with Chamber, Eyes, he kind of kneeled down, and that gave him the edge in that fight. But that time to kill was insanely fast. Like, it was comparable to a Phantom.
Definitely here. Whoa. Keiko, some risky business there. Is going to get back just the nick of time. Finding Cryptic and Akame on that flank. Looking for something here. Akame. They have some close to real guns. They have a Sheriff. It looks like a Stinger possibly. Is going to throw the painted shells over as the wall comes up. Bird Flash goes out. He's going to find one.
Choosing to slow their roll here. Wall goes down. They might be able to find... raises head. Oh, they do find Cryptic's head.
K-Cool found Cryptic. Tinguini goes down. Akame is going to find K-Cool in return. Cryptic very, very low here. Not quite able to heal themselves on that Sky. Honcho holding that door. Maybe looking for an aggressive push as Ohio State rounds that corner. Definitely going to find some members if they peek now. The spike is also down. Chamber a little bit low on the side of Purdue. Tinguini going to get some info. Party starts and Honcho starts it off. Shuts down the showstopper. Akame finds Eyes, but Grifty coming in with the Phantom. Finds 2. Tinguini finds 1 on the flank. It is now swinging in the side of Ohio State. Spaghetti is caught in this room alone and scared. Tinguini very, very low as Grifty sticks the defuse. Is it going to be enough? Pings are coming down on where to shoot. Does find it in the end, but it's not going to be enough to kill.
Grifty finds a return. Wow, excellently played from Ohio State there. Just absolutely crushing Purdue just from both sides. Just a wonderfully done retake. Now, one thing I do want to mention, Spaghetti did smoke the CT side on B side. He smoked the cross from CT to elbow there. And the reason why he did that, I imagine, is because he knows that someone's elbow. And so letting that little cross happen should not be that big of an issue. But what that did end up doing, oh my God, Eyes. Oh, goodness me. What that did end up happening was just giving elbow a little bit more pressure. Now, Akame is kind of aggressively pushing for hookah. They have been doing this. Dude, Eyes, come on.
What? He's not giving him anything. He's not giving him anything.
Give
I mean,
something.
that door is his. All right, it is going nowhere. Eyes taking over, taking over this round. Like this is Eyes' round to win here.
This is Eyes' round.
As K-Cool, once again, Ohio State on the attack while on the defense, trying to sniff out where exactly Purdue went to. It's Purdue rotation through kind of this A mid area here.
Look at this
Is going to push.
cross.
Grifty.
Look at this cross.
Ooh, check your corners, guys. Check your corners. Not in time, but it is going to be an even trade. But Des picks up on the crossfire on Akame, and it is all up to Sky. Going to look for something, shoots through the wall. Not quite the blast pack to push himself back. Oh my gosh, Des with the crazy duelist movement. 5 Ohio State. I mean, this is an Ohio State that we saw some of today, but we're seeing a lot of now.
Oh, Des pulling out some fleet footwork, just the most swanky play I've ever seen, and then proceeds to, you know, make sure that the other guy's dead and do some squats over his body, making sure he's staying fit. Now Purdue is very insistent on B site. They've been consistently pushing towards this, but Eyes again with the operator. He might be able to catch.
No,
No.
come on, man. Let them play Valorant. They got to do more than just sit in their chairs, Eyes. Come on, come on. A huge pick there onto the Rays as Des holding another tight angle here. Des also having some big plays on this map.
Ooh, looks like we might be seeing a chamber 1v1 if Purdue side does get a little bit aggressive. Honcho is pushing a little bit more towards Hookah. Looks like he still wants to put a little bit of pressure there, just remind them that they're there. But Chamber is going to be rotating. Perhaps he has better utility for taking A site. And Honcho, of course, does have the all-important judge, as we've mentioned.
NM, Marshall looking for a kind of peek here.
They know. They saw the tip of his gun. They're going to smoke him off.
Oh, rough place to be caught, though. Cryptic tries to find a return, but Des is fast enough to get out of that position. As smokes are coming down on this side, it looks like this is going to be a force here from Purdue. As Grifty finds Spaghetti, Purdue once again kind of in shambles here. This is a win streak and a half for Ohio State. Look at it, 6 rounds in a row possibly. As yes, Des,
wow.
just beautiful, beautiful job. Suffocating, but Cryptic. That was amazing with the quick one. Is he able to find another? Not really. Is going to go down.
Lightning does not strike twice, unfortunately, for Cryptic. Again, testing the strength of their legs, squatting a bunch. Very interesting from Des here. But you can just tell Ohio State is so comfortable on this map. Like, their gameplay on this map is so smooth. They look so comfortable in everything that they do. You can tell Bind is Ohio State's map. But we have kind of an interesting play here. Purdue is no longer deciding that, hey, we need hookah control. They're just deciding to run it A. Oh, this is going to be a very aggressive push.
Brimmy with the stimmy there. Not really going to sit in it, though, is the pick again, Eyes. Every round, every single round someone on Purdue is throwing their chair back. I go, this guy. But NM is going to be able to rush out and find the plant, like you said, with that quick run in. As it looks like the plant actually is stifled as NM is going to go down. Grifty with the molly is going to be able to do enough. Hogshoe finds 2. Actually, there was a Akame that found another, but Grifty finds 1. Akame finds 1. This is the spunk Purdue needs. Akame, flick, flick, flick is going to find K Cool. Now it is all up to Eyes. The GOAT these last couple rounds. Are they going to be able to keep it up? Looking for Hogshoe. Need to turn his corner quickly. Not able to swing it tight enough. And that is a win now for the side of Purdue, getting a number on the board, 6-1.
I mean, obviously, you could argue that Eyes definitely would have won that if he had expected Reyna. But again, these players are very mentally stressed right now. They have a lot going on just in their brain, thinking about the best play. Their mental stack is absolutely flooded, so they can't really make these kinds of decisions that seem kind of obvious. You know, Eyes is beating himself up over that decision.
You want to play? Let's play.
Yeah, here as Eyes is going to look for a shot. Not quite able to find it here. Going for possibly something. Eyes swapping on over to the judge. Des holding that angle tightly, but it looks like Grifty and Eyes are going to be able to find something. Eyes on the judge now, taking Grifty's place, able to pick up the kill. What is Eyes going to be able to do here? Not much, as the boom bot is going to roll out. Kind of stuck in a tight position here, but Purdue only has 3. Brimmy with the stimmy is going to come down, able to find 1. Is it enough? Able to find 2. Des going absolutely wild. Jumps forward, not quite able to
No.
make the clip, but I think it is going to be enough. Tinguini shooting through the box. K-Cool's going to top it off. There's enough time to get that defused out. Ohio State 7-1, shutting down Purdue in their tracks. Purdue thought they had something going on. Guys.
Okay, thank you. They
There
were
we
just
go.
giving it to Tinguini, who obviously is very close to his ultimate. And oh, what just explosive entrance out of showers. Just really well played. Again, they know this map so well, man. And Purdue does not seem to have, share that kind of confidence, especially not on attack side. They seem kind of stilted. They're not super confident in either A or B. Looks like they're going to be mostly angling towards A here. They are scared of Bath because, Eyes has just been doing so much. But lucky for them, Eyes is not going to be where they're trying to push this specific round. Although,
Des, kind of solo here. Does have someone for backup, but holding this head against a lot of people right now. Looking for something. Has the Vandal. Has the Showstopper. The dog probably did see both here.
Molly coming. Oh, there we go.
This is going to be a Showstopper. Looking for something. Waiting for the opportune time. Not quite able to find. Something just hits the wrong part of the wall, but K-Cool able to pick up Honcho on the back. Bringing up something from the distraction. Akame is going to go down to K-Cool as well. K-Cool is on fire in the Viper's pit. Walking forward. Do they know that the diffuser's right there? Grifty not quite able to make it happen, but Des picks up one on Spaghetti in the end. NM and Cryptic again going to find one. It is all up to Eyes on the chamber with the op. Let's see what can happen. Really close there, but not quite going to be able to find it. They know where Eyes is, as is up to NM and Cryptic. Eyes looking for it, has some idea where people are. Cryptic swaps to the bird. Oh, but the blind comes in just in time. Eyes isn't able to make the swing quick enough, and that's another round for Purdue, as now we're on that back and forth style that you could see from those last two games, that 15-13, 13-10 score. We're heading back that way.
And I mean, Eyes, it was really much of a toss-up. I mean, a 1 versus 2 where both members of the Purdue are very just, they've had time to set up, they know exactly where you are, can be a pretty, dicey gamble. But in the event that that did pay off, Ohio State would be in a much better position. I mean, risk versus reward, I guess in his okay. It doesn't matter, sorry. Eyes can just win the round for Ohio State.
Every time I'm gonna make that,
no.
and again, every time and again, every time I'm just gonna have the same reaction. I gotta stop. It's just gonna keep happening.
My
The
God.
headshot, the 4K for Eyes.
No
Linguini gonna prevent
ace.
the ace, but honestly, I'm just gonna give it to Eyes here, round after round. That was spectacular. I mean, Purdue, they're not expecting that. Like when someone dives to the up, I'm not expecting the follow up with the 4K here from Eyes. Absolute monster with this operator. And this is something that, I mean, we have seen Eyes play well today, but this is not something I was expecting coming in to bind.
I mean, there is the situation of Eyes just hitting these crazy shots, just shutting down any form of pushing from Purdue. But there's also the kind of situation where Sky is never at the site where Eyes is at, and that just makes it so that, Eyes is never flashed. Eyes always has a clear line of sight to where his bullet needs to go, and it always works out for him. And Purdue is just kind of egoing into Eyes, and that does lead to just these domino effects, these 4Ks, these 3Ks, which obviously is not good for Purdue.
Spaghetti gets the plant down. An early pick there is going to be a lot. Grifty kind of walking on the flame here. Peeks with the judge, finds one. Not quite able to find the other best. A lot of damage down as Honcho picks up K-Cool. Ohio State down 2, but still looking for a play. Spaghetti got to get healed up out that judge nonsense. Eyes doesn't even care. Finds one. Looking to find another here. Has to be careful on the left. Goes for the blind shot. Not quite able to make a connect. But Tinguini finds themselves in the site, it appears here. Purdue kind of aware. Look at the peak. Finds it. Wow. That amazing shot there by Tinguini. Looking to kind of rotate around. Very limited time. And Spaghetti is going to shut it down. A thrifty there, Valorant says, and I got to agree. Purdue behind in the economy.
Now Ohio State, would do very well to win this round. Obviously, one round closer to winning the entire thing. But that's only if they don't believe in superstition. And that's what saved them before.
Seems like we've been put in this situation a lot where the score has a possibility of being 9-3. It seems like the Valorant gods want the situation to keep occurring here today. Riot Games, you know, getting our game, changing the scoreline here. But I'm all for it. I mean, these have been some great maps here. As once again, opening up Eyes. Let's see.
Eyes just not having any like contesting towards his just huge hold. I mean, no flashes, no smokes, no nothing. Grifty does not manage to find the judge kill in close quarters. They did gut that gun pretty hard. I was looking to potentially find a pick on U-Haul though.
Sticks it. Is it going to be enough? The trigger discipline is insane here from Des.
No, Des, come on.
Ends up being the downfall there. As Eyes opts for a better operator, is going to find one on Akame. Tinguini is going to find another, but Cryptic finds a return, along with another return for Purdue, putting Cryptic at a 10 HP 1v2 scenario. Are they going to be able to make a win out of this one? Two birds available, Dog and the Heal. Heal not going to be much use now by herself, but let's see what could come out of this as the spike is being planted. Is Purdue ready? Whoa, finds the headshot, looking for the flash. It is Reyna that's left. Finds the eye. Is it enough? The second bird comes out. Does the flash, the peek. No. It is enough from Honcho. Unfortunately, being at 10 HP, Tinguini, even a breath would be able to put them over at that time. But 8-4 in favor of Ohio State. What are you looking for from both teams coming into this swap?
Honestly, I saw just the craziest flick from Tinguini like 2 rounds ago, and I want to see more of that. I know that's not really smart or like super cerebral, but my goodness, that was... I want to see our players step up the aim game, man. Side note, I do want to see NM kind of settle into his sentinel role here. He is playing Chamber, and Chamber's not having too many kills is usually not what you want to see. Again, Reyna having less kills than Cryptic is also not what you want to see, but you know, Purdue can definitely pick up the kills a little bit.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I mean, they need to find a way. They're 4 rounds down. They need to find a way back into this here.
Yeah.
As we hop into pistol round, Ohio State in the lead 3-1 in pistol rounds. Wait, that doesn't make mathematical sense. I think they're 4-1. 4-1. Okay.
Yeah, we got it.
I can do kindergarten math, folks. As Eyes looking for something.
The Eyes Sheriff buy is pretty funny. I'll say it. Again, it's never not funny when your duelist and or your chamber buys a Sheriff first round.
What's going to happen? NM has the high ground, is going to find the headshot. Chamber. This Chamber doesn't need the Sheriff, but it looks like Keiko's going to find one, and it looks like NM's push is going to be the death of them. Eyes finds Honcho with the Sheriff. You know, probably a shot that would be made with an op. I'm just going to go on a guess for it here as Des takes down Spaghetti in the hallway. Out of the confusion, Purdue got to back off Ohio State, keeping their pistol round dominance. Akame, unless we see the clip of the century here, probably not going to be able to clutch this one out, but looking to take someone down. Never mind, finds one, makes it a 1v3. We're getting closer to that 1 versus 0. Akame looking for the peak, looking for something. Do they know that Des is up top?
Well, there's the Sheriff.
There's a Sheriff in town.
There's a new Sheriff in town. Oh, look at that. 18 kills, 37 creds. He might just rock the Sheriff, honestly. Yes. No. Oh.
Guardian.
Dude, Guardian is arguably more exciting. Again, we did see Spaghetti with the Omen on Haven pull off some insane Guardian shots. Speaking of impressive, it looks like Honcho almost pulled out the Bucky there. Definitely would have been interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been very interesting to see. As Purdue opting for a save round. Akame holding this tight corner here.
Playing very default gameplay. Nice.
And M found one with the good old chamber pistol. He's going to put Purdue at a bit of an advantage. Taking out the Sky, the healer, as we've talked about before. Kind of negating that ability. And the flashes as well, very crucial. The dog, huge intel. So giant takedown on that eyes.
Let's go, eyes. That's what you like to see. Both chambers picking up a little bit more both chambers picking up kills in the second half. Obviously, eyes has been picking up kills throughout the entire game. Akame and eyes. Akame decides to nope out. I'm not fighting that. I'm gonna
Ooh.
take sight.
Spaghetti finds that right-click headshot. Des, though, somehow has a Vandal, is going to be able to find the pickup there. Spaghetti low. Does Ohio State know that he's still in there? Yes, and eyes is going to be the one to take them down. The spike is planted now. Ohio State one-man advantage. Looking for something here. Cryptic. Cryptic is in there, and I don't know if Ohio State knows. The Grifty is going to find an M, and Ohio State is aware. Eyes, the close range Guardian headshot going to be enough to take Ohio State to 10-4. 3 rounds away from victory, much ahead of Purdue.
I'm pretty sure I saw Purdue buy an Ares there too. I think they were hoping to replicate some of the success Ohio State had with that gun, but unfortunately, seems to be an Ohio State special for now. Now, we are saying K-Cool and Tinguini buy sheriffs. It looks like they're bonusing once more. I believe those are the sheriffs from Eyes and Grifty, respectively. Oh, that's very interesting lineup there.
Goes for a play, doesn't quite find it, but you know what? That's why we have a Sky on our team, right? You know, when we do things like this, we get healed back up. It's all good. It's all good. Des is going to look, again, through showers here. Maybe not quite able to find something, as it looks like some of Ohio State's moving around. The spike is on the ground. They're ready for a rotate, but Roomba committed to the room. Another ping's coming out.
Rotating out, potentially. Doesn't look like they're getting what they want from showers. Again, smoked off. You know Reyna's there. You know Brimstone's there. It's definitely not going to be a happy... it's not definitely not going to end very happily if you do decide to push for that smoke.
Yeah, definitely,
Kame
though.
with the Judge and U-Haul.
Roomba missed everyone in there, but it looks like Cryptic knows they're there. Akame is going to hold the angle with the Judge.
It looks like it's a Chamber 1v1 on B-site here. Oh, wow. They're really egoing for each other, eh?
Yeah, as Akame, though, just chilling on this angle. Eyes setting it up. Looks for one.
No.
Backs out.
Ego. I want to see this aim duel so bad, man. Oh?
Looks like Purdue rotating over. Ohio State goes for the plant. Is K-Cool going to be able to get this one off? And they did. K-Cool 1 HP, but able to survive.
All 4 coming straight out of CT. Does manage to find 2.
Des finds a return. Des finds 2 return. It's all up to Eyes. Not able to win the duel. NM, the King Chamber this round. Able to pick up a couple there as the spike diffuse, figuring out who's going to get it. But crucial win for Purdue. Puts an end to the Ohio State's run on this side of the set and takes us to 10 versus 5. Is this the start of the comeback?
Oh, don't say that, man. My heart can't take another one. Again, both chambers seeming to be kingmakers in the second half. NM, I know it says he has 6 kills, but he's been doing a lot this second half. Just making sure that they don't get on site. I mean, Chambers a sentinel. He should be good at defending, and that is what is transpiring here. Looks to be a flashback of round 1 for Ohio State here, except for a different team.
As Des going for another boost play, has the combat stim. It is going to run out just at the end. Not able to find anything. Cheeky through the window. The snake bite going to be something but Eyes. Where is this aim coming from? I mean, Eyes is just finding everything every single time. As NM is behind, though, finds 1, finds 2. Can NM find 3? Not quite able, but the job is done. Evening it up, NM, amazingly well done there. Even drops Des low, takes out the Sky. Des 30 HP, not comfortable as the Duelist being the entry fragger. I mean, that low HP on the Duelist is going to be so difficult for OSU to push through, especially with the spike carrier. But it looks like they are going to commit to this B site.
I mean, Eyes is just a one-man army. He can get plenty of space just on his own. It should be noted, Raze is 1 point away from his ultimate, and by Raze, I do mean Des. Now, this might not be relevant this round, but it could come into play a little bit later. Raze, both Razes barely missing each other. Akame might have been able to pick up a pretty free kill off of
30
Des if
seconds
he did
left.
decide to peek out just a little bit more, but fortunately, they just don't want to take that chance.
Yeah, definitely here's Des is going to look for something. The molly comes out to slow him down, but they're just going to jump over the box. His eyes finds through the box, but Cryptic going to shut that one down. It looks like Cool is going to get enough of the plant. Cryptic goes for a shoot through the box. Not going to quite be able to find it here as the flash comes around. Doesn't really find anything. Cryptic in a tight position. Cool is going to find Akame off the crossfire. Cryptic is stuck in the back as it looks like Des is going to locate
my
and
goodness.
destroy. Des makes it 11-5. Ohio State one away from that match point. Purdue on the back foot again, only finding one win so far in these first 4 rounds. How does Ohio State clutch this one out?
I don't know, man, but sorry, I am just so enamored by that play they just did. Cool, like using that's as like a misdirection. It's like watching a magician work. That was insane. Cryptic peeks out. Hey, where's Cool? I swear he was just here. And then, oh man, absolutely wonderful. I love that so much. If Ohio State is to, if Purdue is, unfortunately messes up the lineup. It happens.
Happens
We've
the
all
best
been
of
there.
us.
Oh, Eyes could potentially get just another huge pick and just snowball the entire round in his favor again.
But NM shut down Des, who did have the showstopper available. Stopping the show,
Stopping
really.
the show, yeah.
True showstopper here being NM as Tinguini looking for something. The flash not going to quite be able to find it. Tinguini teleports back. Sorry, not Tinguini. NM teleports back on this chamber. Ohio State, first time really on the back foot early in one of these rounds, usually on the aggressive there. Tinguini now aware of what's occurring, but most of Ohio State's going over that A site. Tinguini trying to draw some attention away from it. And you could see as Purdue moves, kind of unsure what direction they're going. Usually used to a B push by Ohio State, but there comes the wall, and there comes the sign. A slow walk forward from Grifty is going to be the start of Ohio State's entry on the point. Akame looking for something on the corner. Is it going to be enough? Cool is going to find Moncho. Spaghetti on the back with the stinger, looking for something to do. Tinguini is going to be not taken down. Grifty's going to take down Akame there. Cryptic on the back. Grifty finds another in the backline. Spaghetti roaming around his eyes with the chamber. Headshot on the rotate. It's all up to Cryptic now in the backup boy. Ohio State aware. Someone is there. Not quite sure what's really going to happen. The swing comes out, not quite able to find it. Finds one, finds two. Cryptic looking to clutch it up here. Has a bird available. Also has a dog.
I'm going to heal, but that dog may not be super useful for him right now.
Fakes the defuse. Playing it slow. Is going to be stunned up. And Tinguini goes down. Ohio State 12-5. This is match point. And wow, is this map different from the other ones. 15-13, 13-10. These were close games. Ohio State is running away with this one. Why do you think that is?
Again, Ohio State's just so comfortable on this map, man. Like, you can see they instantly settle into, like, pre-planned just spots. Every single time they take site, they comfortably sit in, like, hookah, site. They have these crossfires. They trade off each other super comfortably. And you can just tell they've been here. Like, they've played on this map maybe like almost 1,000,000 times. They know this map like the back of their hand. NM obviously does not manage to get that sniper shot uncontested like Eyes has been because, you know, Tinguini just flashes them off.
NM on the chamber has pulled off plays like this before, holding that angle very, very tight. Ohio State looking for something to do here.
Is this a 5-man?
It might be.
I've got your trail.
Teleport's ready.
Seek them out.
Seekers come out. Everything comes out from both sides. NM is going to find that pick onto Das. And then also with the Marshall looking for something Cryptic with the Guardian. Finds the headshot right when it's needed. Ohio State forced out of this site. That's really the first time they've been denied a site like this so far. Getting down some healing. NM looking for a little bit more Marshall play here. Not really going to locate anything. Eyes in a anti-counter rotate kind of position here. So it looks like a big push coming up from NM. Maybe look at the swing. Not quite able to find anything. Is going to get a little dink there. But NM is going to find Cool in the end, but Eyes on the crossfire. Eyes finds Cryptic, making it even here. Eyes finds Spaghetti, making it even here. Looking for something to come up.
Oh, they better watch out. Eyes is on a hot streak right now.
Is this the ace? Grifty goes for the plant. Finds one. Is this the ace?
One
The
bullet.
duel of the century. Using creds to shoot. Not quite able to find it. No. The 4K is
No,
all they will
man.
get. And it will not be enough. Purdue will take this round, denying that match point. But it is up once again. Ohio State 12 to 6.
Eyes, we
What
could've
a
used that
round.
for a highlight reel, man.
We
should have hit that.
we need a breakdown. We need a breakdown. Break this down for us. Break this
Okay,
down for us.
So, Eyes first managed to kill, man, he gets 3 kills just mid-site, and then Purdue is forced to rotate from CT. Now, Reyna obviously decides to peek first because Akame has a judge. Reyna peeks out, you know, Honcho gets just absolutely destroyed by Eyes. And then, I guess, just seeing Raze go past his Eyes in such like a fast manner just threw him off his center, because he had 1 shot in his Vandal and he missed the 1 tap, and then he had 3 shots in his 3 shots in his chamber pistol and he missed all those too. Oh man, this guy's
Des.
okay.
Ooh, and M able to find 2 there. Maybe able to find 3 on to
Oh.
Grifty there. Purdue, some new spunk after that last round. Really bringing them back together here. And M getting some chamber clips of their own. Honshu looking possibly for
Right.
something.
It's like they're saying like, oh, your chamber's good, check out ours, right? 3K just right off the bat, straight in hookah. NM is really proving himself to be quite the force to be reckoned with. Eyes might
Eyes?
just get free.
Ho
Nice.
ho.
They don't know that Reyna's in, they don't know that Honcho, okay, well they know now. Honcho is in bats. Dude, what a shot. Eyes finds 1.
Eyes
For Honcho
looking
here.
for another ace. Not quite aware of Hongshu, it appears. He's going to
30
look to
seconds
maybe
left.
catch someone in the rotate, but Purdue, well aware of this, already occurred.
Deciding to play super safe here, both teams.
Ooh.
Eyes, come on, nice.
Is able to find it. Finds out that Cryptic is up top. 15 seconds, though. Needs to get the spike down.
I have the spike. Teleport.
There is a way to
10
do it, though,
seconds
on this
left.
map.
He doesn't know that both of them are there, but he does. Oh, if he plays Heaven here, this could potentially be big. I don't know if Brimstone has a smoke,
That's a good spot.
but looks like it will be a Heaven keep for Eyes. I think he's about to realize that no one's gonna be coming CT.
Trap destroyed.
Eyes looks for the peak. Finds a little bit of something.
One?
Finds it.
No,
Once
Eyes,
again.
Eyes, come on, bro. Like Eyes.
I'm here.
Sorry. That was really well played from Eyes there. He isolated, he was trying his best to isolate those angles. He picked a really tight angle where only
32.
one of them could peek comfortably. And, I mean, everything was just perfect. The peek onto Reyna from Heaven, like rotating to Heaven, like that by itself was really nice from Eyes. Looks like he's really hedging his bets on this round specifically. Choosing to ult, well, it is a save round. I take it back.
I
But-
mean, as soon as the scoreboard came up, it just came out of my mouth. 32. 32 kills.
32 bomb, bro.
32. I mean, this is like those videos where it's like Valorant Pro, Smurfs, and Silver Lobby. Like, that's what we're seeing right now from Eyes. Absolute insanity here as... Oh, looking for something there. Is going to pop the ult. NM finds
Spike
2.
down, B.
Not to be outdone once again.
And these chambers are just carrying their teams so hard right now. Eyes having to just clean up Ohio State's mistakes. I mean, Des does manage to pick up 1.
Do they know that Grifty is behind? Eyes finds Akame, shuts down that showstopper. Eyes looking for another around the corner. Oh,
the
not quite
nerf
able to
chamber,
find.
Man.
Stinger time for Grifty.
He's in a very good spot here. They don't really know that he's here, and that could just be the game changer. They might suspect that he's in CT, and they might guess that's why he smoked. Yeah, see, Honcho's choosing to pick that angle. They know now.
Able to see it, getting that info. Looking to push it, and
Classic versus Vandal. I don't know.
the classic versus Vandal. Vandal gonna come out on top, and a bit of a comeback on Purdue right now. Timeout started. here for Ohio State. I mean, 2 big rounds. Honestly, that last round was still pretty well played by Eyes
Yeah.
here. But Ohio State just right at the edge, not quite able to clutch it out. Really coming down to Purdue is able to get these early picks off, and
Yeah.
Ohio State is playing every round at disadvantage.
Just playing, just absolutely. I mean, Tinkwini calling this, or I guess Ohio State calling this timeout is very smart. They are just kind of letting Purdue get away with stuff that they really shouldn't be getting away with. Like, for example, N just picking up these multiple kills. Like, this is what we saw on Ohio State being on defense side, where the attackers just run in and they just walk into these easy headshots for Chamber, and we just get these streaks of kills and that domino effects into just rounds. But hopefully after this timeout, we'll be able to see Ohio State play a little bit more cohesively. Again, they are very comfortable on this map, but that's not to say that, you know, we all have those situations where we don't quite peak exactly optimally.
Yeah. I mean, beautifully well said here, setting us up for another opportunity for Ohio State on match point. Purdue fighting it to stay alive, 3 in a row so far. Do they keep the streak going here as we hop in after that timeout into round number 21 here?
Keep track of that hero buy from Honcho, choosing to buy an op and heavy shields, hoping to potentially get that first pick and start resetting. But Tinkwini realizing that there's nothing quite,
Destroy.
no real util in U-Haul, and that's just a green signal for them to just, hey, let's take this as fast as we can right now before we get any pressure on us. Again, you can't really push out of a smoke though, and they could just choose to back off and walk straight into NM.
The showstopper. Gonna go a little wide there. Des looking for something on top here. Ohio State has pretty full point control. Is gonna drop the Viper pit. Don't know if it's gonna be enough there. NM gonna find the pick on the Grifty. Des gonna hop in the pit with the friends. Looking to see if something's up. Akame is gonna take down Tinkwini. Ohio State on the back foot once again. K Cool's really low, but Eyes on the flank. Picks up 2. No, someone's behind. Not quite able to get it though. NM shuts them down. Okay, cool. They're lined up for you. Finds 1, finds 2, keeps the dream alive for the game. 20 HP versus 20 HP. NM sitting on the defuse. K Cool a little bit to the left. Come on. Find each other. Find each other.
No!
NM finds K Cool off the top. And it's another round win for Purdue.
This is so depressing, man. I mean, sorry. Very well played to NM. NM has been really just winning. Like, if Purdue wins this, we have NM to thank. They were literally bottom fragging at the beginning of the game, and now they are almost catching up to Eyes and kills. This just an insane chamber off. I mean, that's not to say that the rest of the team members are entirely irrelevant, but it is very clear to see this is almost chamber versus chamber. This is, I mean, it's so sick to see, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm up for the comeback, but full bias right now. Ohio State, please close this one out. You guys have been so close so many times, but as I say that, Hocho's going to take down Des here, but Grifty finds 1, Cool finds another with the Stinger. Stinger magic happening right now. Honcho is a menace on this op right now, but he's going to be taken down by Grifty in a bit of a crossfire here. Ohio State up a man for the first time in a long time, not playing from behind. Akame is in the high ground, looking for something. Ohio State is playing pretty back and pretty hit, but Akame is going to find one across the map. As I say that, K Cool walks out. Akame jumping over. They
It's
know
caught.
that they're there, but the Seeker on top of the Roomba. Oh, nice TP out there.
Akame, what are you doing?
Finds Eyes, and Cryptic takes out Grifty. What is happening?
That was an unwinnable. That was an unlosable round for Ohio. Very well played from Purdue. They really did everything that they could to kind of claw that back. I mean, just an insane, absolutely just miracle. Very good flick. Sorry, very impressive flick from Akame, just picking off Tinkwini. Wow, just very impressive. Very well played. Goodness.
What?
Just absolutely wonderful.
This is game 3 magic. Like, there's no other way to put it. This is game 3 magic. Like, this is insanity from both teams right now.
God, man.
As Ohio State once again. For now, the 6th time on match point. Look at the closest one out. Purdue needs to keep the streak alive to stay in this. 2 more wins and they take it to OT.
Oh,
Des.
brother.
Des still hunting for something. Akame back on that Phantom.
I believe this is the first time we've kind of seen this angle being played. Akame sitting right underneath Hookah. They might not expect it. It has, they have never used this angle, so they might have just grown numb to it. But if I were Ohio State, Grifty has used this angle so many times. They have to check it. They absolutely have to.
But Ohio State, the spike, looks like it's being carried towards the B site here. Was on A, as birds being exchanged a little bit between the 2 teams. Des still holding on to this angle in this area. Are they going to be aware? As it looks like Cryptic's going to find a couple team members. The vertical you're talking about here from Akame, the dead vertical on this little drop down.
Ohio State just playing the most patient, default you've ever seen. I mean, just absolutely wonderful from eyes, slowly pushing in, and now they can explode with aggression now that they have good spots to explode from. Oh, you're okay. All right, Eyes almost being caught with his pants down, catching Honcho with his pants down. Thankfully, Eyes put on his pants a little bit faster.
Eyes gets the TP out, does get some return fire though, and that could be enough to take them down. Ohio State up a player. Cryptic looking for something, looking for the play. Des is going to find a coming off the side. Spaghetti finds Des a return. Tinguini shuts down Spaghetti. A good old chain of events right there. NM not able to find it. It is all up to Cryptic to keep Purdue's dreams alive in this match. We've seen it done before. Cryptic, oh no. And Ohio State takes it 13-10, shutting down the Purdue return run. Another 13-10 map win. Ohio State, the reverse sweep to take the win this week against Purdue.
What a best of 3. I don't think I've ever had so much of an emotional roller coaster as just then. I mean, come on. What, we almost swept, sorry. We almost got swept the first game, crawled it back. Just the skin of our, I mean, 36.
36. There's
Guys.
a 3 and a 6 in the kill column, and they are next to each
kills.
other.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Absolutely amazing plays from both teams. There were a couple chokes for both sides, but man, I don't know. Usually after some of these games, you have a clear-cut answer of who the MVP was, but there was so many MVPs for both teams. I mean, game 1, Ohio State, K-Cool just absolutely crawling back. Skin of his teeth, just carrying the team, and Akame just explosively just getting that early lead on A site on defense. And then game 2, like on Haven, we had just the absolutely most amazing plays from Des. Yes, Des with the knives, just absolutely amazing. And then now the last one, we have NM and Eyes. It's honestly shocking we didn't see them on aiming agents before, because my goodness, they were playing out of their mind the last round. Absolutely insane.
Yeah. Talking about an MVP, I just got to plug it. That last game, Eyes, 36 kills. Absolutely
36
amazing.
kills.
When I said these were going to be exciting games, you know, they're always exciting games, but this one definitely provided there, as this is going to have to be where our stream concludes. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Peace out, guys.